in the glory. Every other weekend there's a cognac story. Before we give a toast, better make sure they pour me another glass and put it in the air for the time that passed. I said bask in the glory. Every other weekend there's a cognac story. Before we give a toast, better make sure they pour me another glass and put it in the air for the time that passed.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are fucking back. Cognac Stories, presented by myself, Tori and Meacham. As you can see, I am still black and ugly as ever. Wrong. I'm handsome, bitch, and don't you motherfuckers ever forget that. I personally,
sex symbols over here.
Bam, I intentionally grew my hair out to look like shit, you know. And the wise man, Steve Hutchinson, said, yo, Meach, man, I got to tell you something, bro. You've been working at McDonald's here for a year, man, and you need to leave here and go into modeling because you favor Tyson Beckford. And I said, yo, Steve, you gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. I know you're trying to gas me up to make these fucking burgers in record time, but there's no way I favor Tyson Beckford, man. And then, you know, I went out to get my break meal and shit, and I noticed, man, how the honeys was looking at me differently, man, as a 17-year-old. I'm like, what if this motherfucker was right? You know, and then, you know, every once in a while when I go clean shaven, trim the beard down, cut the hair, and I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, damn, yo, you really do favor Tyson Beckford, man. You know? Yo, let me tell you, I'm joking.
I don't know about all that.
I'm joking right now, but
when you get the fresh cut in the lineup, though, you do feel you be feeling yourself a little bit.
Everybody does, bro. Everybody. You be like Derek Zoolander, dog.
You sitting there, you lying if you sitting there telling me after you get your shit shaped up and you be looking right. You'll be in the mirror like, damn, I'm fine as hell right now. I'm about to go
like,
back.
yo, I'm gonna fuck every bitch, bro. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wasn't supposed to curse in the first like couple minutes, but you know, because that affects your monetization of the podcast. They can't run ads if you curse in the first like 10 minutes of the pod. But I don't have any sponsors anyway, man. So suck my dick, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's how we fucking doing it. But
hey, matter of fact, New Era, y'all need to sponsor me, motherfucker. Hey, y'all ain't got this hat.
Well, New Era has the hat because you brought it from them.
You know, I'm talking about the viewers. When y'all see this viewers, this is why I'm who I am. Y'all ain't got this hat.
Yes, that is the fitted hat god, not the adjustable cap fucking adjustable cap crusader, dog.
Hey, man, real men don't wear snapbacks, man.
Yo, if people that wear snapbacks, throw it back. All right, I'm gonna put it like that. People that wear, I wore snapbacks for a time. Okay, I wore snapbacks for a time because that was the only way to get my little California hats. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, I haven't worn a hat in a long time because I had hair and shit like that. But then now, I don't know, man. I can't put a hat on his head, bro. Like maybe to hide my crooked ass hairline and shit, but. I don't want to deprive the ladies out there of this chocolate caramel goddess, you know, just goodness, bro. Let me tell you, man. I was out with a friend the other day, and she said I had a white person's nose, and I was very upset about that.
Nose?
Yes, she said I had a white person's nose. She said
I've never heard that before.
Because she's Nigerian, so she has like a typical Nigerian African nose, where it's a little bit wider than mine. It's not like round like how mine is. It's more like flat, I guess. And she was like, yeah, you have like a white person's nose and a white person's lips. And she said I was light skinned. She's obviously darker than me. And in my mind, I said, bitch, don't question my blackness. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, so hold up. So you're blaming me. You're blaming me for my ancestors being raped by slave masters and then putting their little fucking micro droplets of Caucasian DNA, altering my nose. But I'm like, yo, there's no way I have a white person's lips, dog. I'm not gonna say nothing sus like look at my lips, but you know what I'm saying? Look at my lips. They not small, bro. I have full lips. No Kylie Jenner fucking lip kit needed. My nose, I have the Meacham nose, and it is a little.
A little pointy.
It may be a little white.
You ever see the cartoon Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah.
The teacher with the long ass rooster nose and shit.
Fuck you, nigga. You know, my nose may be yo, what I think what if I'm like, yo, I was about to say something crazy and get canceled too. Hold up.
They trying to cancel everybody now.
Yeah. Hold on. She might be right, bro. like for the wherever the fuck you listen to the podcast. Right now, I'm trying to turn my head so you can see the side profile. Yeah, it's a little pointy.
It's
She
a
was
little
right.
pointy, but
She said it hangs over your lip. I was like, you fucking piece of shit. I was so fucking mad. But I, I'm so used to like my nose and thinking I have like a traditionally African nose. It's not. She was actually African, and she was like, look at my nose, look at my nostrils. She was like, two of yours fit in one of mine. And then I was like, you right. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you right. But she was like, you have a, she was like, you have a pretty boy face. She was like, you have a pretty boy face, so it's okay. And I was like, pretty boy. Aww. But then in my head, I'm like, I look like a wet bird. And now I get it. Now the joke makes perfect sense. Because when she said my fucking nose, when she says my nose hangs over my lips, and I turned to the side, I'm like, you know what? I kind of do look like a wet bird.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah.
I'm like, I kind of do look like a wet bird.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
You niggas was right. Oh man. So how's your week been? How's your weekend going, man? It's Halloween and shit. How you getting it in with the kiddies and the candy, man?
Man, listen, they've been wearing costumes. They had to wear pajamas to school on Monday. Then we went somewhere I want to say last week where they had to wear costumes just for the hell of it. Oh, they had a trunk or treat at my daughter's school. So that's when they just pull up. I don't know if you'll probably get to it when your daughter gets of age, but you go to like the parking lot or whatever, they just open the trunks up.
I know what a trunk or treat is.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
I used to have a kid. I used to be a stepdad.
Oh yeah, that is right. That's right.
Stepdaddy status.
That. Then when we moving to at a church, they having some kind of function at like 2 to 5, so we go and do that. Then out here, what I like about out here is they got a section that's called Old Conyers, where they block off all the streets, and you can just walk around, trick or treat type shit without having to worry about cars coming.
It's like a block party.
Yeah, it's pretty much, but they don't, it ain't no music or nothing like that. It's just the houses out there. They decorate the houses, handing out candy. It's a little something small, but they don't need that much candy any damn way. Usually when we go, they get enough to where it's cool for them, but they don't need it anyway. I usually eat the shit, so.
You gotta take your dad tax, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, shit. As soon as they walk in the house, we're like, all right, we gotta look at it first. We're like, all right, while we going through it, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. Like my son, the only chocolate he eats is Kit Kat.
Yeah.
So anything else,
too.
Yeah. So I go ahead do your thing. But the Reese's, Snickers, give me them. I'm gonna take them.
Yeah.
My daughter, my daughter, she a candy freak, so she eat all that shit. But she don't like the sour candy that much.
Mm-hmm.
So any Sour Patches, Lemon Head, shit. Like I'll take them.
Those are the shits. Like what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, nah, I'll take those. So I get my little 25% from each. So I'll be good.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. For those of you that don't know what the fucking dad tax is, that's when you buy your kid a 6-piece nugget and you take 2 and they got a 4-piece now. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much.
That's what the fuck that is.
Or you take half the fries.
Hell yeah, like little nigga, you came out of my nuts. Everything yours is mine, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Much. Or you get this nigga. We went to Red Lobster yesterday. Why my daughter ordered fucking a lobster tail, yo?
Shit, she'd have got some lobster mac and cheese.
Bruh, she ordered a fucking lobster tail. I looked them up because my wife loves seafood. I'm sitting there like, they could tell that shit damn daughter. Fucking lobster tail.
Did she eat the whole thing?
Well, she ate a good portion of it. She brought the rest of it home. But she liked the shit. I ain't gonna front. Like she liked it. She liked lobster, crab, all that shit.
Yeah.
My wife eat it. So when my wife be eating it, she be wanting to try it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, kids get expensive, man.
Hell yeah, man, I have one. I just got a job because of my damn kid, man. Shit.
I can never go out to eat and order fucking lobster with my mom.
Yeah, man, shit. Like, you know what? You play too fucking much. You get up. We leaving. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. She looked at me like I'm crazy.
I think that the first time I had like crab legs or some shit with my family was at a Chinese buffet, bro. That is like the only time I would ever have like lobster or crab legs or something like that until like they just started cooking at the crib. But that was the only time I would ever have like some shit like. And I was already grown. I was already a grown adult at that point. I'm
Yeah,
like
see, like
25.
the first time I had it, me, my uncle, my brother, we went crabbing. Like we went out and
Yeah.
actually caught the crab.
Yeah, that's what I would do is go crabbing.
Brought him to his girlfriend's house and she cooked them up. But like, you know, over the years, I never got into it, so I ain't really care about it. But like my wife, she loves seafood.
Yeah,
So, like,
seafood is the shit. Seafood is the shit, man. Hold on real quick. Yeah, fucking Hoot hitting me up right now, asking me did I start the fucking pod? Yes, motherfucker. I did at 9:10. This is professional shit now. I pay for fucking Zoom. I pay for Zoom. I got high quality audio. I can save my recordings to the cloud. Don't have to record on my fucking computer anymore. This shit is real, bro. I got a job now, man. So you know everything is corporate now, man. Everything is just call me corporate Mitch. I'm like The Rock when he started fucking with Vince McMahon and them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So so I celebrated my daughter's conception day this weekend on Friday because she was conceived Halloween 2019. So I normally don't let her eat sweets. You know what I'm saying? So I bought her some donuts and cake. I bought her some cake and donuts.
Yeah, I seen her on the couch. She was grubbing on that shit.
Damn, no, I had to force her to do that shit. She ain't want no fucking cake.
Okay.
Every time I try to give her the cake, she's like pushing it away. But she'll eat some fucking fruit. Like she'll eat some strawberries and fucking blueberries, and she'll eat her vegetables.
Hey, that's good though.
But I'm like, yo, eat the fucking cake, anime, and she ain't fucking want it. You know what I'm saying? She kept I'm like, yo, it's good. And I end up eating the whole fucking cake. And mind you, I'm ordering the cake from like Uber Eats. So it's like $10 a slice because of delivery and shit like that, right? And then I ordered some donuts for her and she ain't want those. So I had to like not let her eat for like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't
just eat the cake.
And she didn't eat the donut until like 15 minutes before she about to leave. And then she got the donut and she was like, like, oh my God, like when a bitch sucking dick for the first time, they just be licking the tip. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she ate her first fucking donut. Oh shit. Fucking, hey, turn your fucking camera on, motherfucker. Don't come in here audio only, dog. Turn your camera on, no audio
I'm
only.
on.
Okay, well, I'm telling the story about my daughter eating her first donut. You know what I'm saying? Nice headphones. I respect those. You know what I'm saying? So she's eating the fucking donut the same way a bitch suck a dick for the first time. Just like, you know, the tip and shit. And then she started going sloppy toppy on the donut. You know what I'm saying? And she got like fucking frosting all over her fucking mouth and hands and shit. And I'm like, you little thought, what the fuck? What the fuck your mom got you listening to? You know what I'm saying? She started deep throating the fucking donut. You seen the picture? She's like, I'm like, yo, I swear to God, I'm taking you to church, bitch.
No more donuts for you.
Hell
this
no,
will be your
man.
last donut.
Hell yeah, man. Fuck that, man. But yeah, and then I got a little present or whatever like that. One thing I did, I bought her a new pillow. You know what I'm saying? I bought her this nice, like, ergonomic, fucking hypoallergenic, fucking, like, memory foam mask pillow, like, specially designed for a toddler. Because she was using one of my pillows, and I got tired of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got her own little nice-ass pillow and shit, and she liked it. So, you know, that's what I got her for her conception. And her birthday. This is a new holiday I made up. If you a nigga like me, and you know exactly when the sperm came out of your dick, you can celebrate conception day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I don't know that.
Now that I'm done, yeah, because you was smacked, bro. My shit was like a one and done. I was drunk as shit on Halloween, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hey, last year Halloween fell on the weekend. You know how Meech was out there skeeting. You know what I'm saying? So,
like the message I sent you, man. Real niggas go raw, man.
Real niggas go raw. No, fuck that. Real niggas get vasectomies, man. And speaking of getting your fucking balls laser, shout out to my guy. Julio fucking Morgan in the fucking building, just comes from the fucking back like Stone Cold Steve Austin. What's up? We talking about Halloween. We talking about what we did this weekend. So now that you're here, how was your Halloween weekend so far? Go.
First, good morning to everyone. It's been a long time. What's going on? How's everything? Man, I tell you, this weekend, I had the house to myself. I couldn't believe it.
How many times you jerk off?
None. I fell asleep.
You slipping.
Let me tell you.
You're supposed to take advantage of that, dude. Bro, you're supposed to at least get one off.
My wife went and took Brielle to see Simone Biles up in Newark. They had some kind of things. So they stayed over the night, and then my other daughter stayed with my aunt. So I go to this poker game that I go to. I haven't been there in a while, so I went and played there. I actually won, I think $750, $800 playing. So as soon as I started, you know, the hands started getting soft, and I just was like, you know what, let me get the fuck out of here. So I took my money and ran. Then I went to a gentleman, and there was nothing really going on there. And so then I brought my ass home, and I started watching Dope Sick. Have you guys watched that yet?
I know you're talking about, yeah.
I'm two episodes in.
It's about the opioid crisis.
Yeah. And that's a really good show. And I'll tell you right now, Michael Keaton doesn't get enough respect for his, I almost call it like a comeback that he's had in acting, and he's doing really well in that show. So I fell asleep doing that, so I didn't get to yank one before I went to bed.
Yeah, it was like since Birdman, he's been on this tear of just making dope ass movies and shit and TV shows and whatnot. So
yeah, so that's been my weekend. Now egg salad and bacon before we got our trunk or treat, which was supposed to be yesterday, but because of the weather. But the weather ended up being good, but it's really great today. So we're having our trunk or treat today. So we'll go do that because I don't like doing the trick or treat and shit. So I came up with this so that I don't have to do that, you know. But then Larissa still takes them around to the development of trick or treat.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. The fucking McDonald's mogul has fucking joined us for a surprise fucking pod. I got a question for y'all fellas though, man. Yo, what's your favorite Halloween candy and what's the worst Halloween candy?
Candy corn the worst, hands down.
Fuck you, nigga.
Candy corn is the worst, hands down. I don't want no fucking candy corn. No, get that shit out of here.
You a fucking hater, dog.
My favorite shit is Reese's peanut butter cups. I take them all day.
So how do you eat your Reese's, dog? I know you ain't no regular Reese's eater.
Oh no, I eat the outside.
Yeah.
I eat the little rivets first. I eat that first, and I eat the rest of the shit.
This nigga you eat the rib parts first? You just sit there just licking the ribs?
Yeah, nah,
like the veins on the dick?
Hold on, don't do that. You're not gonna do that. Nah, bro. If when you open it right, if you get the king size joints, whatever, when you open it, you can break the rivets off if you do it right.
Oh God, what the fuck kind of Reese's you get, nigga? Goddamn.
Hey, nigga, I'm a Reese's connoisseur, my nigga. That's what I fuck with. If you break
Reese's the size of a fucking silver dollar and shit, dog, or a half dollar. Big ass motherfucker.
Or you sit there and bite it and it come off, like the little round part come off, and I eat the center.
That's what's up, man. Hoot, dog. Favorite candy and worst
corn
candy.
Trash.
Worst candy is candy corn. Trash. I just watched this video on TikTok.
Some haters.
I just watched this video on TikTok. There's this guy who does like voiceovers, and he's got a deep voice. I gotta send you that shit. And he talks about the 5 worst ones, and he's like, candy corn obviously was number 1, and he named Nika wafers.
Yeah, those are trash. Those are trash.
He said, what kind of 1930 shit is this?
Yeah. They don't have like any flavor.
No fucking flavor at all. Favorite candy, Skittles is like one of my favorites, and then Reese's as well, especially if they're cold. They're like my favorite by far. And if I have some chocolate ice cream, that goes right in it, and boom. So I steal all of that out of Brielle and them's bag, and that goes in my little stash.
Taking that dad tax, man.
That dad tax. 25% dad tax.
Yeah. So mine would have to be. So I wasn't even a Reese's fan until I was dating this young lady out in San Diego, who I'm not going to name, but she's a wonderful person. And she used to like Reese's, so I would go buy them for her. Right, every time I would go out, I go buy them for her and shit like that. And I was like, let me see what these motherfuckers is about. You know what I'm saying? That Reese's good as fuck. Not my favorite candy, but let me tell you, I'm a sicko. So I eat my Reese's from the back. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is when I take the Reese's out,
you're a bottom eater.
I'm a bottom eater, dog. And
you're a bottom eater.
But how you do that?
I push my tongue on the bottom and then suck the fucking bottom out, and it's a hole in the middle in the Reese's like a butthole, and I just lick around the fucking ring. and then I eat it that way.
You wild for that, yo.
I swear to God, I'm not lying.
You do that with the miniatures or the king size joints?
The fucking regular size ones. What the fuck is a Reese's miniature?
You never had the miniature joints?
No. Regular standard size Reese's.
That come in the gold wrapper?
Nah, I ain't never seen those, bro. I might have to see what them about. That's like
you gotta get them or the white.
That's normally what they give. That's normally what they give out for Halloween is the mini ones.
The mini ones, yeah.
Mini ones.
Yeah, because I'm eating them regular size buttholes, dog. Like that's like eating a 21-year-old's butthole, dog. What the fuck? That's that new shit. I'm gonna have to try that out. But no, favorite Halloween candy. Favorite Halloween candy. The Reese's gave me consent. Favorite Halloween candy, for me is Mounds. You know what I'm saying? I love Mounds. I love the fucking. Shut up! Oh my God, Mounds. Almond Joy's got nuts, and I don't like nuts. And that's why I fuck with Mounds. You know what I'm saying? Coconut, coconut, chocolate.
Coconut trash.
Yo,
garbage.
Listen.
Coconut trash.
Y'all got to get y'all shit off on y'all favorite candy. I like Reese's. I like Skittles. Nigga, let me like what I like. You know what I'm saying? Let me like what I like, nigga. Worst Halloween candy though is I actually happen to like candy corn. It's not trash to me. You know what I'm saying?
Probably put that shit on your Mounds.
Yo. No, I feel the center of the Reese's with that, nigga. No, so the Halloween candy that I don't like, licorice, dog. I don't like licorice.
Oh.
Licorice is punishment. It reminds me of fucking whips and slavery. And I'm like, this is what you give black people to remind them that we used to be in bondage. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like licorice. That shit is trash. Twizzlers, though, not licorice.
That's what I'm saying. So you mean like the black licorice or just any licorice?
The rope licorice, black, red, I don't care what color it is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just the rope licorice, like red vines, those shits, I don't like them.
Yeah.
Twizzlers though?
Twizzlers is true. It's true.
Twizzlers makes mouth happy. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what the fuck them shits do, man.
That's one of Larissa's favorite Twizzlers. She actually keeps them here in the house.
That's good, man. I can't keep handing this motherfucker, man. I eat it all. That's why I just have like healthy. The only snacks I have is nachos. That's it, bro. Anything else, like I'm not buying like the little Debbie cakes. Them shits is going in like a day and a half, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Which cakes though?
Now I'm a little Debbie cake connoisseur. First off, number one. All right, for me is the Nutty Buddies. Those are the best.
Yep.
Those are the best. I also eat those mad gay because I take off each wafer, lick the wafer, take off the next one.
You know what's funny? my son love them shits. He do the same thing.
Yo,
I swear, my son.
I've been listening to too much Lil Nas X, dog. What the fuck?
he be going in on them goddamn Nutty Buddies, yo.
And I don't do it when niggas is around though. You know what I'm saying? When niggas is around, I'm just chomping the shit, dog. When I'm by myself. Turn the lights down low, you know what I'm saying? Put on some Tevin Campbell, I'm ready. And I'm
like some candles and shit.
Like, nah, I don't need Pornhub. Give me a Nutty Buddy. Pause, nigga. But no, Star Crunch is the shit. Star Crunch is lit, but it's hard to find. Star Crunch is shit.
I like those. I ain't gonna front. I like those. Swiss
rolls are amazing, but then the strawberry rolls, the strawberry motherfucking joints, those are great. Fudge rounds, and the other ones, oatmeal raisin, them shits. Them shits are hard. Them shits are dope as fuck. Zebra cakes, I love those. Even though they're just straight sugar and you'll die, zebra cakes are good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like zebra cakes are good as fuck. What else, man? They have like I don't like Twinkies, bro. Like none of that kind of shit. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm
not a Twinkie fan.
Devil dogs and shit like that. I don't really like those because it reminds me of like gay shit, right? It reminds me of like sucking the dick or getting the cream out the middle, dog. It doesn't remind me of sucking the dick, but it reminds me of what sucking the dick would be like, dog.
I'm gonna tell you one of my favorite little Debbies, and they only have it seasonal, is those little pumpkin ones. Yeah. They shape like the pumpkins and shit like that.
Yeah, man, they make Christmas ones too.
Yeah, the Christmas tree joints be hitting.
Yeah.
I was like, and I saw them in the store like it was maybe a couple weeks ago, and I almost grabbed them. And I was like, you know what? If I get these shit, I'm gonna eat the whole box. I'll eat that shit in one setting.
Yeah, that's the problem, man. That's the problem.
Yeah, and then the ones I fuck with, the front little Debbie, is the oatmeal pies. The oatmeal.
Those just get us out. Those are like the gold standard. Those are the gold standard.
the shits that I fuck with that I don't know who makes them. I know it's not Little Debbie though. It's the butterscotch crimpet.
Yeah. Oh my, come on.
Tasty cake.
Come on.
Yeah.
Tasty cake.
Those are good as hell, dog.
And I break mine in half and turn it upside down to make it into like a little sandwich and shit. Like I split it apart. and I got that from my mom. My mom did that for the longest time. She would take it, break it in half, and then turn it upside down and make it into like a little sandwich and shit. And that's how
all of those are good as hell. Butterscotch crimpet, because they got like multiple versions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ever had
it with the jelly in the middle?
Yeah. Those are good. Hey, you know what's like, I'm gonna say it's good, but it's not worth the effort, is coffee cake. And Tasty Cakes makes the real good coffee, but it's too much of a fucking mess. As soon as you eat it, you just got like all the crumbs all over your fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere, bro. It's like, yo, this shit is good as hell, but I have to clean up afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So it's just too much fucking work, man. Too much work, bro. But yeah, man, that's fucking that's snack time with Cognac stories, man. So all you fat fucks out there, you know what I'm saying? If you want some snack recommendations, just make sure you you come back listen to that part of the podcast, man. Hold on, let me take a sip of my motherfucking.
Ain't nothing like a good snack, man.
Why am I the only person drinking? God damn.
Nah, I got some water right here.
Got some water.
I got this right here.
Okay, there we go. Slox, y'all actually got shit to do later on. I'm just doing homework later on, so I ain't got shit to do. But I got my Jack Daniels honey, you know what I'm saying? A little bit of lemonade, so I'm right.
That shit do look good though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it tastes yummy. It's just like eating a Reese's from the back, nigga. But yo, did you guys get a chance to look at the NBA 75 list?
Yeah, I looked at it.
So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the list?
My thing is, I agree with a lot of the players from my era, like the ones that they got from like when I wasn't watching basketball. I can't comment because I wasn't watching it then.
No, you can comment. That's the purpose of this podcast, is to give terrible hot takes. So feel free to comment.
See, that's the thing. Like what's the like if you want to go like a Bill Russell or like in his era or whatever. Nigga, y'all played the mailman like 3 times. So like the fuck, like the niggas y'all was playing against wasn't really the top motherfuckers. But like I said, I wasn't watching it then, so it ain't my shit. James Harden and me don't deserve to be in there over Tracy McGrady.
That's a common sentiment.
They should have put Dwight Howard in there. Dwight Howard, Vince Carter, Klay Thompson, and Tracy McGrady should have been in there over James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
They going Dick Ride Westbrook because triple double shit he been doing. So to me, he gets in there because of that. But you can make an argument. If you say you don't want him in there, I ain't gonna argue with you. Giannis, like some people, I think it's just too early. Like. Y'all just putting them in because they like LeBron, of course, they gonna give LeBron anything LeBron fucking wants. So it's like, oh, how dare you make a list without putting LeBron in it? So
they had to put the current players on there.
Yeah, but it's some of the players that it's too early, like for y'all to put in there. Like Giannis got 1 chip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool, but like at the overall, like it's just to me he didn't do enough yet. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he carried the Milwaukee Bucks to a championship.
And cool. And I give him that. But yeah, like my main ones was James Harden and Westbrook. I'm like, they really James Harden don't play no defense. All he do is shoot. Mm-hmm. And now he going through the shit now because they calling him bullshit fouls that he used to get. So now he mad. And all Westbrook do is get triple doubles, but when it comes playoff time, he don't show up.
Well, I have a question for you because you failed to say anything about Damian Lillard, who made the list.
I don't put him up there either. I wouldn't put him on there either. Yeah, I wouldn't put him up there.
So besides LeBron and Steph, no current player should have made the list. And Kevin Durant.
I give it to Kevin Durant because the way with my thing is I look at it as far as impact on the game. LeBron has made a huge impact on the game. Steph Curry has made it cool to shoot from half court. Like he made the three ball the shit now. Like he got everybody wanting to shoot threes. The way KD played, he got the handle, the post game, the speed. You know, he can get around big defenders. He can stick small defenders. He got the whole package. It's just that he, bitched out and went to Golden State to get a championship. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But his impact on the game is high. Carmelo, you can make an argument with because he ain't really doing shit either. He just an offensive motherfucker. He just when he hot and start making threes and start running around court doing this bullshit, you ain't fucking with him. But at the end of the day, he ain't win shit. Like you got motherfuckers up there that's just they there because of their name. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really do enough to make a list like that. That list right there is some key shit. Like I said, Tracy McGrady, like granted, he didn't win shit, but he put Orlando on his back. When he was on Orlando, you couldn't stop that man.
But he had a career short. His career was cut short by injuries.
But that's the thing. But you can't like that. That's the case. You gotta look at Grant Hill the same way. If he never would have got injured, Derrick Rose,
won on the list.
Never would have got injured. And then like Dwight Howard, when Dwight Howard was in Orlando, he was literally the best big man in the fucking league.
Yeah. Like
as far as controlling the paint, getting boards, blocks, and all that shit, he was dominant.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
Vince Carter made Toronto what it is now. Like he made motherfuckers watch Toronto basketball. Just like you literally watched the Toronto game just because you wanted to see him dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, he had an impact on the game. He had an impact on the whole fucking country. Like he deserves to be in that motherfucker. Klay Thompson. Granted, he's in a good situation, but then they got like what? He got like 3 chips.
3, yeah.
He got 3 chips. Literally, you could argue that you could say top 5. I'm gonna say top 10. One of the top 10 shooters in the game right now. That if when he go off, you're not stopping him.
Yeah.
But it's just I think they when they come out with these lists, they just jump at the hottest players in the league right now and just put them on it and don't think about the accolades or give him a little bit more time to see if he actually deserves to be in it. So right now, what if Harden and Durant don't get a ring?
They're not getting a ring. That's the fucking point. They're never getting a ring. They're not getting a ring at all.
Let me step in.
Go ahead, bro.
So there are people on the list that never got a ring, Stockton, Malone. But the hard part of the list is 50 of the names are from the 50 greatest players that they had.
Correct.
When they did the list. And I remember when that list came out, which I think it was hard to debate a lot of the names that they had added on the list. To your point, Jamal, you can name all these players from all these different eras. Like I'm looking at the list and I'm like, who the fuck is Dolph
Yeah, Dolph Shades. Dolph Shades.
But he was an NBA champion, 12-time NBA, 12-time All-Star, and this little motherfucker was a one-time NBA rebounding champ. So you look at, so you only have 25 spots that you have to fill between that era of the last list and now. And the only name that I definitely, and I would have to look at the statistics is Vince Carter. I think Vince Carter being left off the list is a shame. And some of the other names, I think there's still some time, but obviously LeBron on the list, we knew that he's Jordan for this era, right? So he's going to be on the list. I think there's a couple other names on there that you could debate on, but the problem is you only have 25 slots to fill. And the last time when they did the 50 list, that was like
94 or some shit like that.
96.
Like 96, yeah.
So you're talking about from 96 to 2001. That's a long gap that you have to fill with only 25 slots. So, it's always going to be debatable, but I think Carter's probably the obvious one that they left off the list, in my opinion.
Man,
to me, the obvious ones to me was Carter, McGrady, and Dwight Howard. They deserve to be on that.
Let me tell you something. First off, when they made the 50 greatest players list, like Julio said, they had to keep the original 25 greatest players because they had a 25 greatest players list on the 25th anniversary of the NBA, right? So when they made the 50 greatest players list, that's why niggas like Mutombo didn't make that list. That's why Dominique didn't make that list because they had 25 old fucking bums on the fucking list, right?
And that's the thing.
And
like,
I'm not trying to be a hater, bro, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you some people that probably shouldn't be on it. Actually, I'm gonna just go. Here's who should not be on the list. Period. All right, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I love Giannis. Giannis been in the league for 8 seasons and only been hot for 5 of them. He got a ring, and I love Giannis. He should not be on the list. Fuck out of here. Carmelo Anthony should not be on the list. He should not be on the list. You were out of the league because you were a bad teammate. You were a cancer to your team. You really don't play defense. All you do is pull up, fucking dribble, jab step. That's it. You should not be on the list. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers that should not be on the list. Let me think. Anthony Davis should not be on the list.
No,
should not be on the list.
He injured too much.
He's injured too much. And I'm not going to say he's a little bitch, but he's injured too fucking much. He has not played a full season yet. Who else should not be on the list? Let me think. Kevin Garnett.
Sam Jones.
No. James Harden should not be on the list. Sam Jones has like 8 fucking NBA championships, and that's why he's on the list. Or a 10-time NBA champion.
10,
that's why.
10.
So stat-wise, he's trash, but you got to look in the era he played in, right? From fucking 1957 to 1969, and you get 10 fucking rings with that Celtics team. And that's the problem, is that the goddamn Celtics and the Lakers is only 8 fucking teams. So they won all the goddamn rings. You know what I'm saying? Damian Lillard should not be on the list. You know what I'm saying? Damian Lillard should not be on the fucking list. Kevin McHale should not be on the list. You happen to play in Boston with fucking the greatest Caucasian player to ever touch a basketball.
Robert Parrish should not be on the list.
Robert Parrish should not be on the fucking list. He should not be on the list. When Shaq made the list back in 96, people were mad as fuck because he was only in the league for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't the first time that they've had this kind of this kind of fucking like backlash, right? You know who should not be on the list? Scottie fucking Pippen should not be on the list. Scottie Pippen should not be on the list. Scottie Pippen should not be on the list. You know who else should not be on the list? Dennis Rodman should not be on the list.
Young blood.
Dennis Rodman should not be on the list.
Greatest rebounder of all time.
And that's the thing. And that's why with Dennis Rodman, I give him a pass because when he was balling, you're not getting a rebound over that motherfucker. So he had an impact on the game.
You know who else should not be on the list? Bill fucking Walton, because he didn't play a bunch. He played 10 seasons. That was it. You know what I'm saying? And most of them were cut short due to injury. He had 2 rings, but he wasn't, those were lucky. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even doing shit like that. You know, I don't want to shit on my man Lenny Wilkins, but Lenny Wilkins should not be on the fucking list. Lenny Wilkins should not be on the list, and he don't got a chip. You know what I'm saying? No chip at all.
They need to update this shit and get some of these old motherfuckers out of there.
We look at this, yeah, but the problem is they had to keep the same 25 from the original 25 when they were playing against Milkman and the fucking mailman and a nigga that fucking trade stocks and got laid off from the Great Recession who decided to play basketball. They had to get them. And you look at who they left off, Vince fucking Carter, who made basketball hot in Canada, made the dunk contest hot, bro. Shit was trash. You know who they took off? Paul Gasol, Manu Ginobili, not on the list. 2 of the greatest international players ever. You know what I'm saying? Who helped expand the game globally, along with Tony fucking Parker. So you're talking about people with multiple fucking rings. You know what I'm saying? Multiple All-Stars, multiple NBA fucking championships. And you know why they didn't make the list? Because they're not American. And that is fucking xenophobic. You know what I'm saying? Paul Gasol, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker should absolutely, they were a part of dynasties, bro. Grant Hill, he got hurt. You know, he only had 6 good years. You know what I'm saying? He only had 6 good years, but Grant Hill was that fucking man. He made Fila hot. Dwight Howard should absolutely 100%. Dwight Howard should be on the list, but I can tell you right now, he's not on the list because He's a 6'10" bottom. That's why he's not on the list.
I think he's not on the list because his game hasn't evolved.
Well, because I mean, it ain't really have to because he's been the same way. He's old now. He can't really do much, but should be on the list. Should be on the list. Dikembe fucking Mutombo over all of them bitch ass motherfuckers. Dikembe Mutombo, Mount Mutombo. Over 11 seasons, averaged 12 points, 12 boards, 3.4 blocks, 8 All-Star teams, 3 All-NBA teams. The motherfucker should be on the list. And last but not least, I'm going to tell you right now, who was the biggest omission out of everybody, besides Klay Thompson, was another Golden State Warrior legend, my absolute favorite player. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Chris fucking Mullin.
I knew you was going to go there.
Chris fucking Mullin. The greatest. The second greatest. The second greatest Caucasian player. The second greatest white person ever to touch a fucking basketball. Should be the logo of the NBA. Chris Mullin, the biggest fucking snub. The biggest snub. He played defense. He was a shooter. He was Klay Thompson before Klay Thompson, except this motherfucker had more swag than Klay Thompson. He was a beast. And he was from fucking Queens. This nigga was hard. And they took him off the list because he was white. That's racism. You know what I'm saying? They fucking, listen, man. Xenophobic, bullshit. Racist tactics used by the NBA. How you going to put on Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale? You know what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't got no crossover. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Like, you know what I'm saying? I think they should have put Alonzo Mourning on that list too.
A case can be made for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A case. They're so like, and that's why when they make these lists, you gotta just, you can't do a 75 all time. No, just fucking do for that decade, for like the 80s, 90s, whatever like that. Just do a 12-man roster. If you do that, I did the math. They would have had like 84. They would have like 84 players. Right? If they did 12-man roster from the time the NBA was out for each fucking decade, right? And then you could have a James Harden. You can have a Giannis Antetokounmpo, and people won't get mad because then you got fucking the 2010 niggas that ain't gonna be mad. The 2000 niggas ain't gonna be mad. So then you get everybody in their shit because you got the whole. That's like the no shit all decade, all NBA team for that decade, right? So now you don't got to worry about us comparing Robert Parrish, who was the man of his decade, to Alonzo Mourning, who would fucking wipe the fucking floor with Alonzo Mourning. You know what I'm saying? Or a nigga like Vince Carter, who was the man of his decade. You don't got to worry about him getting compared to fucking Sam Jones. You know what I'm saying? who had 10 NBA championships, but he ain't got no crossover. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, we got a fucking special guest joining us. You know what I'm saying? Now, Listen, I was the most handsome man in the group now. Now it's fucking this nigga Gordon Nance. Turn your phone the other way, please, so you can get the landscape view.
Yo, we got a whole squad in this motherfucker now.
God damn, man. Hey, listen, man. You got to change that angle. I'm looking all up your nostrils and shit, man.
Yo, because I'm multitasking, man.
What you doing? You beating off of some shit?
Yeah, with my godson. Feeding
that's
him
what's
breakfast.
up, man. That's what's up. So we talking about the NBA 75 list. Everybody went over there. Everybody went over there. Great, that like who was snubbed and who shouldn't be on the list. So what's your take on this, buddy?
Snub T-Mac.
That's what I'm talking about. Give my nigga his credit, bro.
That's the one that got me mad the most out of everybody.
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad.
I mean, that man did numbers. That's Slox boy. Slox can tell you about the numbers if he hasn't already. But
he did. Slox had the sneakers.
Well, yeah, that right. Too. T-Mac was the one that I think was one of the worst, and Vince Carter for that matter.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. I can't remember everybody, but Dwight Howard I don't care for.
All right.
Everybody mad about Dwight Howard.
Should Giannis Antetokounmpo be on the list?
No.
Should Dame Lillard be on the list?
No.
Should Robert Parrish be on the list?
No. Hell no.
Okay. Here's the money question. Should Chris Mullin be on the list?
Yes.
Ah! That's what I'm talking about! Banging on my fucking chest, nigga!
Mullin should be on the list.
I'm about to start a fucking change.org petition because these niggas snub my man fucking Chris Mullin. I mean, y'all know how I feel about Chris Mullin, so I ain't got to go into it anymore. You know what I'm saying? But, question: are there any NBA rivalries that matter anymore? And we'll start with Gordon since you just came in.
Any rivalries that matter anymore? From our time, no. I think it's new rivalries that have been established. And I would say, like, whenever LeBron played the Golden State Warriors, that's a rivalry.
I agree. I agree.
Boston and the Knicks, I think, still is, but ain't nobody really on the Knicks that you care about.
That's a correct statement.
Because they've been rebuilding for years, and it's like they haven't gotten right yet. Go to the table and eat this. Take it to the table. All right, put it right here. And that's all I can think of. It's whoever play LeBron, whatever the top teams play LeBron, that's always a rivalry. Whether it be Lakers and Golden State, Giannis versus LeBron is always a rivalry. Who else is a big team that we care about?
About the Nets. The Nets and who? Oh,
Brooklyn, yeah, because they established now. I would say maybe Brooklyn and Boston might be a good team.
So so the Knicks and the Nets is not a rivalry?
Brooklyn, huh?
The Knicks versus the Nets, is that a rivalry?
No, we don't care. We don't care about the Knicks no more like we used to.
They're trash. Well, they've always been trash. They haven't been good since Ewing. That's the reality.
Exactly.
They're garbage.
Exactly.
Trash.
It's still New York. It's fucking Brooklyn versus Manhattan.
Brooklyn. It's not New York.
It's basically Brooklyn versus Harlem. Really, what it is.
Yeah, but
more celebs seem to go to a Brooklyn game than they go to a Knicks game.
Nah, the Garden's always sold out.
Yeah, but the Barclays Center is better. It's way better than Madison Square Garden.
Way better.
All right, so what about your rivalries, man? What rivalries matter to you now? What are you watching?
Only listen, LeBron versus whoever normally, because because everybody wants to see him lose. That's the bottom line. Everybody wants to see him lose. That's the rivalry everyone wants to see. I will say, the Rockets, Golden State's another one. Whenever
it used to be a rivalry.
That used to be, but they don't last everybody too.
Yeah. But the Sixers and the Nets have always kept me, not turning the television when I
forgot about the Sixers. He right.
Yeah, that's another one that I've always. And that one's probably the most recent one. But obviously LeBron versus whoever he's playing. That's especially in the finals, that becomes its own little rivalry.
So did LeBron stay in the league long enough to go from being the hero to the villain? Is that what I'm hearing?
He was never the hero.
Always a villain, and a lot of people.
What do you mean he's never the hero?
I mean, let me say, he's a hero off the court, but I think in the game, I think because he came in with this godlike status from the beginning, it was like
his fault? Was that his fault?
No, Meech, it wasn't his fault. But I'm giving you, and this is what media does. Media had anointed this man as the king. And everyone's like, no, fuck you. Earn it. You know
who they did that to as well? They did that to Jesus. So why are you guys crucifying LeBron?
I don't got a problem with LeBron. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a problem with him. I'm just giving you what is out there. That's what's out there. And then it didn't help the douche move he made. I'm going to make my announcement. That kind of set him back a little bit too.
Well, to me, that's when he turned to the villain to me, when he made that announcement shit.
What people fail to realize is how much money that generated for the charities that were involved in that. And so because
we just talking about basketball, we're not talking about the behind the scenes stuff.
Because y'all niggas some haters. That's why. Hey, hold on real quick. Who in the chat? I just sent the background in case you want to change your background what everybody else has. And you don't want people seeing your fucking 20-foot high ceilings and shit, trying to plot on where you live. So they can come so they can hit your ass up. Niggas got 25-foot ceilings in this fucking house, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need niggas seeing his shit and then seeing my empty ass walls with no fucking artwork on the sides of me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So put the screen up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so Slox, what rivalries matter to you, man?
I pretty much everybody saying LeBron versus Golden State. I think with the team, with all the players joining, like switching teams so often now, you don't really get a team rivalry. It's just player rivalry. Like with the, it was a big thing when Durant went to Golden State, so it was Golden State versus OKC, just because his old team. Even with when Chris Paul was on the Clippers, then we went to the Rockets. It was him versus Golden State because they always knocked them out the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you look at right now in the East with Giannis, pretty much whoever they play in the playoffs is going to be a rivalry because right now they always the top team, so him versus like the Sixers or something like that is going to be a rivalry. But then who's to say within the next 2 years that he don't get traded or they decide to leave and go to another team? And it's like it's no more team rivalries. It's just okay. At the end of the day, it's okay. This man versus this man, or this man left this team, so when he plays his former team, it's a rivalry. But it's like all the teams now they're just trying to do shit to beat LeBron.
Yeah, I mean that's what everybody's gearing up for. Like the whole league is basically geared up to beat LeBron, and even though Giannis won, and that's why they ain't beating LeBron. And even like with Giannis winning that chip, and him essentially having what Golden State has, people they don't care about Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like people still think the Nets are going to beat the Bucks. Like people think the Sixers are going to be like. No one is beating.
Yeah, they still got the
rivalry.
Win.
The rivalry that no one's talking about is literally Giannis versus LeBron. That is the rivalry everyone needs to understand is the real deal because it's the passing of the old guard and the new generation taking over. Is what we didn't get to see with Kobe and Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's what we didn't get to see with Kobe and LeBron. It's what we didn't get to see with AI and Jordan. It's what we didn't get to see with Jordan and Bird and fucking Magic, right? But now we got the face of the NBA. The face of the NBA is not Steph. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, hands down.
It's not KD. It's always LeBron. This nigga just made Space Jam. The face of the NBA is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I mean? And that is the rivalry that niggas need to understand because it ain't Kawhi, it ain't none of these one-off cats. It's the LeBron dynasty, and now it's Giannis and his fucking team who are built to go 6-7 years deep. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like when we were growing up, the Knicks Bulls was a thing, and we just talked about that game the other day, me and Tex. And I watched that game. It was a good ass game. Came down to the last fucking minute, right? Great game. Nobody cared about it, but 20 years ago, that was a big deal. New York, Miami was a rivalry back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you have fucking Lonzo Mourning, Glenn Rice, you know what I mean? My man Ronnie Cycli, all them motherfuckers and shit.
If you go to the Reggie Miller Pacers versus the Bulls,
Indiana,
that was a rivalry.
That's what I'm saying. Indiana, but when LeBron was on Cleveland, Cleveland was a rivalry.
Yeah, that was a good rivalry too.
You know what I'm saying?
That was,
and so it's always been everybody versus LeBron. And for a time it was, okay, we got to beat the fucking Golden State Warriors, and then LeBron had his own little rivalry with Steph because we kind of thought the league was going to go to Steph. But Steph hasn't taken the league. Like Steph has taken the fans, but he ain't take the league. You know what I mean?
Nah, I don't think he has the capability to do so because he's not that dominant of a player all around the court.
Oh no, he actually is. Like if you look at his defensive stats, like he'll get you 6 assists, 7 assists a game. He'll get you 2 steals a game, and he'll drop 25, 28 on your head. But the thing is that like Steph is, he's not scary. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at LeBron James is a physically imposing dude. Jordan was a physically imposing man, right?
And that's that thing.
Giannis is built like that.
They got that.
Don't you think something else is added to this that we're kind of missing, the outside factor in terms of like even though we're talking about the NBA and the game, I think there's a piece of you just said it, LeBron James is Space Jam.
Yeah, and
so I think there's a piece of
Steph
that
is with Under Armour.
Steph doesn't have
Giannis has Nike.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's Nike versus Nike. It's fucking Milwaukee. Jesus Christ. A small market team of Milwaukee Bucks and LeBron. You know what I mean? It's like the way they met, like, cause, Anthony Davis, he ain't played a full season ever. So I ain't worried about him. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he will this year too.
Nope. Carmelo, God bless him, but he ain't getting it. You know what I'm saying? He not getting the ring, because Giannis is gonna repeat this year. Yeah,
The
but
Lakers.
I'm gonna tell you who everybody's sleeping on, and Gordon, you know exactly where I'm going. You know exactly where I'm going. You know who everybody is sleeping. Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
Bulls.
Let me talk about
we bought that
Chicago
last night
Bulls.
too.
Lonzo Ball,
You know
Alex
you know
Caruso, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think is gonna hurt the Bulls when it comes playoff time? The lack of experience.
Listen, that comes with time.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one thing that the Chicago Bulls have that none of those other teams have, is they have Lonzo Ball. That's all you need. It's a fucking winner. You got Lonzo Ball. That's it. The greatest number 2 pick in the draft ever. You know what I'm saying? Also, the Hornets is nice too. You know what I'm saying? So now
those are my 2 favorite teams this year.
The question.
But now, okay.
Do we
hold
all? Go ahead.
Hold on, real quick, Meech. Okay. I'll give you the Bulls because that's your team, the Bulls.
Nobody wants to talk about Orlando.
But nah. Fuck Orlando. They trash. I ain't gonna. They trash right now. We rebuilding, my nigga. Chill. But as far as the Hornets, are they your favorite team because of the whole team, or because you just like watching LaMelo Ball?
We're dick riders.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like I can give a fuck about the Hornets, but I like the way LaMelo play. Like the whole team.
He make that whole team look great.
Yeah, but you don't like the team because of fucking the other players.
Nobody liked the Bulls until Jordan got there.
Exactly.
I'm saying, but understandable. But there's somebody else on the Hornets.
Miles Bridges.
And that's nigga that they catch the alley oops from who?
PJ Washington. And we all know why he famous.
I ain't trying to sit on the Hornets and all, but at the end of the day, for me, like I'm not gonna say
Michael Jordan. That's who on the team. Jordan, nigga. He still got a jersey.
Because I like the way LaMelo play.
I'm not saying they winning no championship or nothing. They just an exciting team to watch. They like they the new Lob City, man.
Yeah. So here's a question. Does America owe LeVar Ball an apology?
Hell yeah.
Because all 3 sons are in the NBA now. Because
the other one's in the G League.
Yeah, he's in the G League. That's an NBA contract.
He getting an NBA check.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah.
Because Archie Manning, right? Nobody says shit about him with what he did with his sons, and made fucking Eli just not go to a whole fucking team, not go to the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said shit about that.
And then he came to the Giants. He got us 2 chips.
Got y'all 2 chips, about. Man. Eli's that nigga, man. He's goofy as hell, but he's still that nigga. Hey, you know what? I don't watch Monday Night Football, right? But I do watch Eli and Peyton. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't watched it yet.
Everybody tell me that's a good little podcast.
Yo, because Peyton Manning is the corniest motherfucker ever, but he's funny as hell. He's funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, how about them Cowboys?
How about them?
They balling. That's your team, Hoot?
I'm giving you some shine.
Nah, they balling.
Here and fucking hate, but
they ain't going to the Super Bowl. I can tell you that right now.
Bro.
They ain't going to the Super Bowl.
Dak is looking nice, man. Dak, they paid Dak, and Dak putting up numbers, man.
Hey, do they play today?
Tonight.
Tonight, okay.
Yeah, they play.
Who they playing?
Minnesota. But
they gonna get a W.
He's got a good receiving core right now. Running game is looking good. Defense is looking all right. But they'll fuck up.
But see, you know the thing is, I respect that because you get a lot of fans of a team that don't admit when their team trash. Like I'm a Giants fan. Our team is fucking horrible. Our offense, nigga, I can get a sack right now if I was to go out on the fucking field. Our offense is fucking horrible. Our defense is fucking horrible, and we got to play fucking Kansas City fucking Monday night. Hey, Patrick Mahomes, he about to light us the fuck up.
Y'all might get that W, bro.
Nah,
they looked bad, man.
They look bad, but they got Patrick Mahomes, and between him and Tyreek Hill and Kelsey, them motherfuckers gonna light us the fuck up. Because can't nobody keep on our team keep up with neither one of them motherfuckers.
Hey, you know who's playing good this year, man? You know who's playing good this year? And I'm not gonna say the Washington football team. Them niggas they got problems. The Cardinals playing good this year. Kyler Murray looking nice, man. I'm gonna tell you who Y'all must have forgot, man. I'm gonna tell you who. The other greatest white man ever, Tom Brady.
Oh,
Goddamn.
I mean,
Goddamn.
It's
44 years old?
The thing with them though is the Buccaneers were smart. They went out and bought that team for 2 years. So pretty much everybody on that, like all the stars, they did.
How dare you?
They went out, bought Tom Brady. They went out and bought
Tom Brady
the tight end
was let go by the Patriots because they did not want his services anymore. So we took that shit to South Beach. That's what the fuck happened.
But they paid him the
technically,
money
that's
he
not
wanted.
South Beach.
Shut up.
They paid him the money he wanted, and then they paid players to come help him get a chip.
And guess
they
what?
paid
They got
for
a
that
chip.
team.
They got a chip.
That's
called free agency. The Giants could have did that, but they decided to pay Saquon Barkley instead, and those other fucking bums.
Hold his goddamn ankle.
Where's Odell Beckham? Y'all still paying him?
He in Cleveland.
He in Cleveland. He not on the Giants no more.
Yeah.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He out there making TikToks and shit, and y'all still taking hits from his contract and shit, man. Listen, I don't even listen. Fuck the NFL, man. I'm watching the Super Bowl though.
I'm calling the Super Bowl right now. Bills, Cardinals.
Oh God.
And DW
Bills and Cardinals.
And DW's finally gonna get his fucking.
You gonna get a chip?
See that's what I was talking about. I don't want to hear about no goddamn Bills because that's his team.
All right, Super Bowl is
Nuff got his chip. Nuff got his chip.
Yeah, Nuff got his chip. Against my 49ers.
I'm telling you, man. Super Bowl this year is going to be.
I had to hear that.
Super Bowl this year is going to be Tampa Bay versus the Seahawks.
You think Brady going back?
Hell yeah, he's going back. Tampa Bay and the Seahawks.
Can't beat them too.
Can't beat them too. They're both in the NFC.
Yeah.
I'm dumb as hell, dog. Yeah. Tampa Bay. Nigga, I'm drunk, nigga. Tampa Bay, and I don't give a fuck who else. It ain't. Listen, Tampa. I don't care. It ain't gonna be the Patriots. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Tampa. That's all that matters. Tom Brady, Super Bowl. Tom Brady, Dr. Dre, Eminem. God damn it, Snoop Dogg.
Do you still like the Washington football team?
I watch every game that comes on still. Yes, and we are trash.
Okay.
Yeah, we trash. I mean, I'm in DC, so we get it locally, bro. But we're
oh yeah, that's right.
We're not good. We're not good at all. We're not good at all. I'm gonna go to a game this year, though. I'm gonna go to a game this year, though. But we're not.
I'm trying to get to a game too this year.
Hold on, okay. I gotta be honest, bro. I've been to a lot of NFL games, and the Redskins suck. However, I'm not gonna lie. They have one of the best female fan bases ever. Every chick that likes the Redskins is fucking hot. I don't know what
the Redskins.
I'm sorry. Every chick that likes the Washington football team, every chick that likes the Washington football team that used to be named after a bunch of niggas that got killed by smallpox with infected blankets by the Caucasians.
Oh my God.
There we go.
I don't need a sponsor, dog. I sponsor myself. But all the fans are like good looking because they're all like these chicks that like go to HBCUs or they're fucking like work in DC and they all
live in PG County. They live in PG County.
Yes, and all
which is the highest.
Yo,
it's the highest highest income area for African Americans.
Yo, these women are so fucking attractive, and that is the only reason why I'm going to a Washington game this year. Because every chick that likes the Redskins, no matter her ethnic background,
you keep saying Redskins.
Looks good.
Yeah, damn sure do.
Because I'm racist. That's why. No, everybody likes Washington. It's hot, dog. I can't talk about.
Well, you telling this to three married men who we don't do those things.
We don't pertain to those activities.
Y'all lying. And I'm not talking about like cheating. I'm talking about just appreciating the fan bases. We look at the Giants fans. There. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboy fans. Hey, Dallas fans, I ain't gonna front. Them Dallas fans, they women, top notch. Top notch. Not going front. I've been to a Giants game. They had a bunch of Dallas fans in the stadium. All the women, they look like they're blonde hair, blue eyed, Southern belles. You know what I'm saying? Out there with their little tight ass Tony Romo jerseys and shit. I was like, I might have to fuck with the white meat again. You know what I'm saying? Might have to get some pork on
the white meat.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
So she thought that make America great again sticker on your car.
Listen, why you think I cut my fucking hair? I'm trying to get employed, dog. I'm trying. Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? Talking about women. talking about the ladies. Have you guys heard? Are you guys aware of the latest comments made by America's favorite housewife, Jada Pinkett Smith? Jamal, we listed the shit earlier before the podcast. Are you guys aware of what she's been saying lately about her and Will Smith's love life?
No, I just saw the freaking memes about Will, so I was trying to figure out what that was about because I don't care about rich people problems. But if it's funny, entertain me, please.
What about you, Hoot?
Wasn't there something about Will Smith and I forget, but I read it and kind of just kept scrolling.
Yeah, I mean, I can play the clip on here and share the screen with you guys if you want, and then we can comment on it. Or we can just fucking go off the top. You know what I'm saying? Actually, hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I don't.
How long is the clip?
Like 15 seconds.
Not that long.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the recording and we'll watch it and come back and comment on it. Stand by. All right, so we're back. Okay, we just
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
We just saw Jada Pinkett Smith talk about her love life and her not being satisfied sexually by William Smith, and Will Smith talking to GQ magazine about them being in an open relationship because that's what Jada wanted. And so now, I have to ask you guys just a couple questions. First off, does Jada Pinkett need to shut the fuck up?
Yes.
The second question.
Yes.
The second question is Will Smith a cuck? And if you don't know what a cuck is,
I know what it is.
Okay.
I watch porn.
So, okay, and the next question is Will Smith's legacy now tarnished by Jada Pinkett Smith? And why is Jada not over that thug passion known as Tupac Shakur? The end.
Because that was her first love. That was her first love. That's her only love. And she wanted to go conventional with Will. And that's not really the box that she fits in. I think the problem becomes, Torian, is she needs to shut the fuck up. When you're married, I'm being very honest. When you're married, you do not need to be putting all your shit out there. If that's the decision that you guys, and I'm married, Gordon and Jamal are married, Torian, you were married.
I was married.
You understand that there is whatever's going on in Larissa and I's marriage, it's for us. If Twink comes to me one day and says, Julio, I want to have a threesome, and I tell her no, I ain't for that shit. That's the decision that or I am for that shit. Whatever it is, that's what's happening in our household. And in marriage, there are ebbs and flows of the marriage, physically, mentally, and spiritually. And sometimes you're not giving your partner everything that you can. And that's why you have conversations about it and you try to get better at it. Yeah. But you don't go out here on the streets and say, well, I'm getting dick from this one. I'm getting dick from that one. Will isn't doing this. And God only knows what Will's out there doing,
And I see it. And that's my thing. With her out here running her goddamn mouth, I agree with you. She need to sit her ass in the corner and shut the fuck up and go talk to Will about this shit. Now, what if he get on fucking a platform or some shit like, yeah, I was out here fucking this bitch. I'm out here, get topped off by this chick, and I'm out here, like, how would she feel about that? Or he sit there saying, oh, she not supplying him, satisfying him sexually or whatever case may be. Like she just out here doing stuff that don't need to be that's not for the public. That's something that you're supposed to have with your spouse. When you married that man, you know what you were signing up for. Like if
she was young, she was 22 and she was very vulnerable. She was coming off the Tupac Shakur relationship. Those were her excuses.
Okay, so go ahead, Slox. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead.
I'm building off what Slox was just talking about. My thing is, okay, y'all, because I people say, well, they're in the public, they're public figures, so they do everything in the public, which is to me a whole bunch of bullshit.
They ain't fucking in public.
Exactly. But my thing is, I look at it on the other side. If Will, like Jamal said, if Will was doing what she's out here doing, the world would come for him and try to cancel him and call him all kind of toxic man and you don't respect women and all. If he had Jada looking like he out here looking. And that's the thing that only pisses me off. That pisses me off about it. To me, I'm looking at it now. Them two, it's just a business. Relationship wise, they doing some other shit. They only together because it's beneficial. Me personally, if I was what, I'd be like, I'm done. Go do you. You don't obviously don't need me. You already established. She's to the point she don't need him anymore. So they only need to be together because it makes no sense for her to keep having him out here looking crazy as hell in the public when this man is just trying to. Cause to me, he's living his best life. Ever since he got on Instagram, this nigga been funny as hell.
So is Will's legacy tarnished by Jada Pinkett Smith now?
In my eyes, no.
No.
Because what we like Will Smith for ain't got nothing to do with his personal life.
Exactly.
No.
I'm gonna have to disagree.
Disagree?
Yes, I think Will Smith's legacy is tarnished. You know, and the reason is because in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, his daddy ain't want him. And in real life, his own goddamn wife don't want him. You a cuck, all right? You a cuck. You got a fucking a drug addict coming in your house, fucking your wife, she's sucking this nigga's dick. You know what I'm saying? Another nigga, a young nigga, wanna be Chris Brown, who's friends with your son, is in your house getting his dick sucked by your wife. I can't watch Independence Day ever again. You know what I'm saying? I
disagree.
I can't watch Fresh Prince again. You know
like who said? I disagree too.
Yeah, I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't separate the man from the art, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Lawrence Fishburne would never. Fucking Denzel would never. All right, and this nigga has a young nigga. Hoot, man. Imagine all of you niggas, bro. Hoot, you at McDonald's and the young crew trainer falls on hard times. You take this nigga under your wing. Slox, you out there doing your thing. A nigga that's your apprentice. You know what I'm saying? You take him under your wing. Gordon, you out there doing the fucking instructional driving with a nigga, teaching him how to drive a truck. You know what I'm saying? And you find out this nigga driving that fucking big rig in your wife. You know what I'm saying? You find out this nigga is using the 15-minute fry timer on your lady. You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this.
This nigga putting up the
and let him talk. Meek, you just talking about
in the bedroom for your wife's locks.
Let me say this. Meech, let me say this. Would we all be hurt and devastated, particularly if we didn't know about it? Yes. Yeah. They probably have an understanding in their marriage. What I would in this, and when we're talking about Will Smith in particular, what's embarrassing for me is how she put this shit out in Front Street.
I agree.
Because I'm telling you, that's what this is really about.
Don't embarrass me. Don't
embarrass me. I'll tell you right now, let me tell you something. I would be extremely hurt if Larissa cheated on me. I would be, and I could guarantee you, for me, I wouldn't even divorce her. As long as we kept it in the house.
Yeah.
And private.
I'm the same way.
Now, does that mean I might not go out and do something in retaliation?
Gotta get that cheat back.
See? Okay. And that's why I'm out. I'm out for rip. You cheat on me, all right, cool. I'm out.
I'm like Mario Winans, dog. I don't want to know.
Exactly.
Keep it on the low. Like, don't embarrass me. Shit, God damn.
I don't want to know. And I think that Will Smith and Jada, for Will, it was easier if he didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It just because I mean, you look at like what's the homegirl that played Harley Quinn, and she was in Wolf of Wall Street because they played it. That bitch is bad. I'd have been trying to bang that bitch when they was on that movie together that they did.
But that's the thing. We don't know if Will is doing. We don't know if Will is doing it.
There is an alleged kill list that Will Smith has, and apparently it includes like all his co-stars. So it was confirmed. It was confirmed that he knocked down Eva Mendes. That's already been proven, right? It has been confirmed that he knocked down Margot Robbie. You know what I'm saying? It is confirmed that he knocked down my girl, who I'm very upset with, Rosario Dawson. So it's like some confirmed. This nigga confirmed kills. This nigga he getting them dog tags.
He keeping it on the low. That's how it's supposed to be done.
He getting them cooked tomorrow. Them hardcore kill confirmed.
He getting them dog tags, nigga.
but he not posting his stats though. That's the whole thing.
Will gotta let these niggas know, bro. Will gotta post his stats, dog.
He gotta be the bigger man in this. He gotta be the bigger man in this. If he does what she's doing, he's not gonna get glorified for it like she is. Don't nobody give a fuck about what men do. They hate us for everything we do. That benefits us.
You're right.
It don't benefit her.
So I
no matter what, it's a lose for him. So he might.
So I got a question. So we talking about my nigga Will getting his little fucking heart broken, being a fucking cuck. How do you guys deal with heartbreak? Have you ever had to deal with heartbreak before, and how did you get over it?
I had it.
You shaking your head. I know Gordon had a little heartbreak.
It happened to me. I'll say 1.5 times, if that's even possible.
How do you have a half a heartbreak? Is that all you had left from the first heartbreak?
And that's what it was. It was the recovery thing was my mental was differently, that time. Because I got to the point where I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm about to just be a straight whore out these streets and just go out and just fuck everything I can. That's how I'm gonna get over this shit. You get over the last one by getting with another one. So, but I think men in general we don't talk about it because let's keep it a buck. You can't call your niggas to be like, yo, what's good? Like, yo, she left me, dog. What am I do?
That's not entirely true, Gordon.
I'm about to say that's not true.
But look, okay, look. When you went through your shit, who did you called him? You didn't call the whole crew.
No, because I'm not talking about me personally.
When I tell you niggas on Xbox, y'all tell me to shut up, nigga. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta have certain motherfuckers you could call for that if you really going through some shit like that. Because your niggas gonna be like, hey, you better man the fuck up and go fuck that other bitch, nigga. Like, chill.
Yeah.
But it's men don't really have an outlet for that. But
see, Jamal, you already know we got somebody that's going through some shit like that, and trust me. He kept it a buck. I'm not saying it because that ain't my place to say it, but we know.
That's the thing. I haven't talked to him, so I don't know what he's going through.
Well, that's why it's your responsibility as a friend to fucking reach out to your man.
And he right, because that's what I do. I call him and be like, yo, I'm just checking up on you, dog, man. And we get to talking.
Okay.
Because as a friend, right, friendship and like brotherhood is a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? So we can't want our man to reach out to us when he's going through some shit if we're not going to reach out to them and check on them. You know what I'm saying? And that's where, like you said, men, we're bad with communication because like we don't want to seem soft. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, when like we're reluctant to reach out to our homies, right? But if our homie reaches out to us and is like, yo, man, I noticed you going through some shit. Like, what's going on? 99% of the time, they'll open up.
Gonna let you hit. Yep.
And they'll tell you, it's like, oh, this nigga like cares, so I'm gonna unload this burden on him. I'm gonna tell him. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like we, because we're trained, we're raised to be so fucking hard, so invulnerable that it's hard for us to be vulnerable with the niggas that we can be that way with. So we gotta put that. We gotta build that bridge for our friends to cross. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. So Jamal, get your ass on the phone after we done and make a fucking phone call. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I do it. Cause I know, because I mean, I've been divorced. You know what I'm saying? When I went through my shit, like y'all niggas have seen it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, cause for a minute there was a time when like I didn't really talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was just wilding. You know what I mean? When I was in San Diego, I was just like, I wasn't on Xbox. I wasn't doing shit. I was just out there fucking, you know what I'm saying? That's it. But that wasn't I went to therapy, nigga. Like the fucking wasn't it wasn't
it's disguised. It's a temporary heal.
It's a band-aid.
Yeah, that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went to therapy, started talking about everything, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. Then you get over it, right? But it takes time. But niggas don't talk about that kind of shit, man. Hoot, heartbreak, Hoot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, it was. I'll admit that I was depressed a lot. And believe it or not, it was actually my brother who was in jail at the time. I wrote him a letter letting him know what was going on, and he wrote me back, and it kind of got me, just going, back into the rhythm of things, because, you kind of say to yourself, you invested this time with a person, and then you say like, you had plans or thoughts of what you thought you were going to do with them. And, it doesn't come to fruition. And at some point you got to get your ass up and get going back to life. Yeah. And, I took a little break, and I thought I was going to go out and just start fucking nonstop. And that's honestly, I met Larissa that October, and ever since it's just, I was, and I know people say, oh, well, that was kind of like the rebound. I guess you could put it like that, but I really wasn't like looking for it either. Yeah. Someone said, hey, you two should meet because, you guys have some very, good qualities. And I was like, damn, and when you meet someone like that, and you're saying to yourself, well, this is kind of what I've been looking for. And, I just wanted to make sure it was a real thing. The funny thing was she went to school with Gus. So I remember calling Gus later.
Glad you said Gus and not Tyshawn.
No, wrong. That's Dr. Tyshawn Jenkins, nigga. Don't respect the guy.
I don't call him. I call him Gus. So, I called him and was like, yo, is this for real? And he's like, oh yeah. He gave me the whole lowdown on it. So, but I think to your guys' point, we tend to curl up and not share because we think we're going to be labeled as a pussy or something like that. But, the reality is we go through shit too, and we got to be able to, you have to be able to call somebody and say, and for me, it is my brother and it's Gus. Those are the two that I call with something major's going on and I need, to just vent. The other two I go to and, and I have a female friend that I because you always want to I think you got to have a female perspective as well. And I got a female friend that I can go to that I know if I just talk to her, she's one of the ones that'll say, well, Hoot, you were wrong, or yeah, that bitch is crazy, or something along those lines. So, but she keeps it 100 with me. She lets me know when I'm wrong, or how I can handle situations because she's a female and she's been through this shit. And
I agree with Hoot on that 100%. Every man should have a female friend to go to get that female side of a story. Because if you keep going to your niggas,
can we say women? Can we say women, please? Because
I'm sorry, a woman to go to because
they might not classify as women.
good point. Very good point. But when you going through something in your relationship, you can't always look at it from the male perspective. You need a woman's eye to make sure you ain't tripping. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have a female or a woman to talk to.
But it also has to be a woman that your wife
keep it a buck with you.
No, but your wife has to also know that there's no threat.
Oh yeah.
That'll start a whole nother issue.
Yep. Yeah. Like why are you confiding in her? You can't tell me your problems? Like you are my problems, bitch.
I can't come to you with a problem about you, goddammit.
Yeah, and that's why that's why like it's crazy when you hear like this is why I don't listen to celebrities entertainers. You hear like people say you can't have women friends. And it's like, no, nigga, you can't have women friends because you a nasty nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got plenty of female women friends. You know what I'm saying?
My female
now I'm trying to fuck.
I knew her for like 20 years, and ain't nothing like we just cool.
Yep.
Yeah. But talking about Mr. Window, right?
Yeah. Every time we you know what I'm saying, me and my wife have a disagreement or I feel a certain way about something, like, I ask her because she gonna keep it 100 with me. If I'm tripping, she be like, nah, nigga, you bugging, shut the fuck up. She right. But she's gonna give me an honest answer where it's not gonna be like she gonna just tell me something that I want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a good thing because when they tell you something that you want to hear, they trying to fuck. They trying to sabotage your relationship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point.
From experience, Torian?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, nigga. Yeah, but no, that's why you gotta use discernment. You know what I'm saying? When you have women friends and you're taking their perspectives into account, because it's like, okay, she can't want me. You know what I mean? Like that has to be clearly established. You can't want me. Like I know, like, and it's the thing, right? Like when you're a man, right? And we all call each other ugly or gun each other. Like I was talking to Slox about when this nigga called me a wet bird, and I told him this. I told him. So no, I was telling him a story. I was like, yo, I was out with a woman friend of mine who's Nigerian, and we were talking about like people's features, and I was like, yeah, I like traditional black features like in women, and she was like, why? You don't have those. And I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? And she was like, you have a white person's nose. And I'm like, what? And she's like, shut up, bitch.
Give him the side view.
And so she was like, yeah, she's like, you have like your nose is pointy, and she was like, it hangs over your lip, and I'm like, and she's Nigerian, so she's like a typical African nose, and I'm like mad as fuck, but I'm looking at it, and I turn.
I never paid attention, but she's kind of right, yo.
Yeah, she got the little point going a little bit.
I'm like, yo, wait a minute, when this nigga called me a wet bird, this nigga wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? Like.
He saw what she saw years ago.
I'm like, yo, my shit does like a fucking big, like the buzzard from fucking Bugs Bunny and shit. He was like,
Hey, so quick question. That's kind of off, but not off topic, but not all the way, because of what we talking about as far as clowning on each other. We all went to the same high school, so we all know how the jokes was against one another coming up. Do y'all think that was harsh?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
Yes.
No. Thank you. Who?
Yes.
Stop being a bitch, Meech.
Yes.
I'm gonna say this.
No. Let me say this.
But wait. Before
this.
y'all answer, let me finish the part 2 of that. It was, do y'all think it was harsh? And would y'all want y'all kids, because we all got kids now, to go through how we went through high school?
Yes.
Being clowned.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say it wasn't harsh. Did it sometimes go a little bit too far? Maybe. But at the end of the day, it prepared you for life. Like,
yep.
Shit like that is gonna happen in life.
I agree.
You gonna go to work, and it's gonna be motherfuckers that don't like you. That's gonna get on you. It gives you tough skin, so you gotta know how to clap back. So would I want my kids to go through that now? I wouldn't mind it, but how kids now is just shooting up shit and committing suicide, I don't want it.
I'm gonna tell you the only messed up thing, because I just had this conversation with, I forget who I was talking to, but I was talking about a certain kid, and I'm not gonna say his name on the podcast, who was white and
Kevin
tall.
Camburn. God damn it.
That's
what I'm saying.
Why?
No, fuck that. That's my nigga, man. No, and we were harsh to that man for no reason.
I think we were. And I think because of his person, I actually said, I forget who I was talking to about it. I said, I felt so bad for the way he was treated in high school, because those were family circumstances that were beyond his control. Like I remember in middle school, somebody threw. Yeah, I remember somebody, and it wasn't like me or anyone that I hung with, but I remember in middle school, they threw him in the showers, like ripped his clothes off of him and threw him in the showers.
I got one better for you. Who in middle school?
In gym class.
Yeah. Tyshawn and Edward Carpenter.
Why are you snitching on niggas? God damn. This nigga's 6'9".
Okay, but let me tell you. I'm sorry.
But no,
somebody hit him with a condom.
It was 3 of them.
Somebody hit him, put water in a condom and slapped him with it, and he didn't know who did it. And I ain't gonna front. This when I looked at him in a total different way. He just turned around. The first person he saw,
that nigga had them hands. That nigga had them hands.
And this is my thing. If he'd have came and shot that bitch up, if he'd have came and shot that fucking school up, because I ain't fuck with that nigga like that, niggas would have deserved it. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's the thing with the kids now.
One more, leave them alone.
They that's why I say I wouldn't want my kids to go through that, because you got kids now either commit suicide from being bullied, or like you said, they come into school the next day with an AR and airing the motherfucking place out.
And that's why I said it was fucking harsh. Like, we have to be honest.
No.
Yo,
you telling Kareem he don't have a jump shot is not harsh.
No.
Okay,
let's talk about DW Bone. Niggas waiting, lining up a fucking gun line along the lockers for the nigga to walk by, for them to roast that nigga's outfit every fucking day, fam. That's fucking harsh.
But okay, I look at it 2 different ways, because
it was harsh, but
Bone fought back. He just wasn't good at it then.
It don't matter. If I'm getting jumped and I swing on niggas, I shouldn't be getting jumped.
I mean, true.
That's why I say it wasn't harsh, but it went a little bit too far.
It did. Yeah. And I think a lot of the stuff about personal circumstances that people, and I'll tell you another thing, a lot of people that did some of the, like, they had some shit fucked up in their houses.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hurt people.
Yep, and it was them masking a lot of the shit that was going on in their houses. Because, you know, you look now and you look 21 years later and see where the fuck they are in their lives, and you're saying to yourself, okay, now it all makes sense now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I just was having this conversation about somebody. About Kevin. I was just having this conversation about Kevin.
That's the biggest flex right there. It was like, all right, nigga, you was kind of me in high school. Look at you now and look at me.
Damn, homie. In high school,
well,
you
here's
was
the thing, right?
homie.
Here's the
what happened
thing, right?
to you?
And you know, this is something like you'll start to learn when you get deeper into like the psychology of personality and development, right? And you understand how those situations, how they shape you and how they mold you when you're like young in middle school and you got fucking, you know, eight black kids jumping you. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that makes a nigga a white supremacist. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that makes a nigga a serial killer. You know what I mean? Like the shit that we talk about and we're like, yo, this shit was kind of funny at the time, and we look at it now like it was fucked up. It's like, nah, that's the kind of shit that makes a nigga a supervillain. You know what I'm saying? That makes a motherfucker take a car and just run over fucking 18 people. Cause it's like, yo, he was in a vulnerable situation, a shitty situation with family life, comes to a place of refuge that's supposed to be like a safe space in school, and just got fucking animals, super predators. You know what I'm saying? but that
go
just
back
fucking to... that just say he has a worse situation than me, so I'm gonna make him suffer like I'm suffering. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said it was fucking harsh. You know what I'm saying? That's not, because like we know the line with each other, right? But we know if we're dealing with somebody else, we don't give a fuck about that line. You ain't our people. So if I'm gonna say some shit about you, I'm gonna say the worst, do the worst shit, period. You know what I'm saying? Because I know at time, bro, I was talking about the fucking shit with Ayana Snelling, when I fucking did the little computer program that fucking made the whole shit come up with me and Krim was talking about the pod, and then she got Charles Duffy to fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, I didn't respect that line. I don't know what the fuck was going on at her house or whatever was going on in her background. Like, she could have been like, and this is not true. It's like, yo, I don't like, shit could have been fucked up, and I could have been that nigga that just added the fucking straw on the camel's back. You know what I'm saying?
Bless you.
And I was lucky that Duffy ain't fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Blessed by the gods that nigga showed mercy. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, the shit that we did, bro, it's like, it was harsh. It was harsh. And there were and it was uncalled for. You know what I'm saying? And there was no reason.
See, there was no reason. I feel you. There was no reason. But I'm on the backside. We had some fun times off of that shit. Amongst friends, yes, that is necessary, because I think especially for all of us, that's what kept us humble. You know what I'm saying? That's what kept us humble. Amongst friends, it's okay, but the shit that was intentionally malicious against people that you're not friends with, or you're not cool with, or you're not hanging out with, things like that shit was harsh. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of that shit going on, and that's why I grade the overall situation. It was harsh, and it's like, just speaking for myself, you know what I'm saying? I know there was a time, because I was on home ec with Kev, you know what I'm saying? And some of the chicks was trying to fuck with him, like making fun of him and shit. And and I started talking about the bitches, and niggas came from my neck for defending Kev.
Yeah, you defending Kev.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, like leave this nigga alone. You know what I'm saying? It was like a home ec.
And that's my thing. And like at the end of the day, I agree with you on that. But like Kev, like it's to me, every school got a person like Kev.
But no, I'm not gonna listen to this. Remember the other name? I'm not gonna say his full name. I'm gonna say what we used to call him, Dirty D. Do y'all remember who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was another one.
Send it in the group message.
Mish, if you know who I am, because I don't know how to do that on here.
Just click on the chat.
Well, there was another one, and she was female. We called her Pissy.
There was a lot of people. There's a lot.
It's one more too that in high school, in middle school, I would say middle school, like maybe like his first year of high school, we used to clown on him. I think he ended up dying though.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. I'm talking about what Gordon just. Yep.
You saw it?
How you do that? Yeah. What the fuck is that nigga name? Oh, how you do that, Gordon? How you do that, Gord?
But that's the
I got
thing,
another one.
and it's so like we don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. And yeah, scrape the plate. We sitting there calling this nigga scrape the plate, making jokes about this shit, and it's like, yo, what if this nigga ain't eating at home? You know what I'm saying?
How did you do that,
And,
Gord?
and it's you got to go to the chat, bro. It's a chat button.
Yeah, click
thing,
on the
man.
screen and then the chat button will come up.
But that's the thing, and it's like we look back at that shit now as adults, and we're like, yo, we didn't understand the situations and circumstances behind a lot of that stuff, and so now it's like it's like, yo, we have to teach our kids better to not be like that. You know, like the jokes amongst friends. That's what my jokes amongst friends is cool, but when you fucking extend that shit beyond your friend circle, that's when you gotta know the ledge. You gotta cut it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, you don't like we know each other's situation.
Yeah, Jamal.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't fucking.
Y'all remember him?
Yep.
He
killed himself?
Nah, I think he got in a fight or something. Somebody stabbed him or something crazy or some shit like that. I heard.
Oh, word?
No. And the one that Gordon named, he was the second smartest person in our class. The first hosting this podcast. The first is hosting this podcast.
No, it ain't me.
He was the second.
Hey, listen, that ain't nigga. Listen, I seen niggas that say teach.
Nah, me, you was smart. I always told you the smartest dumb nigga I know.
Nah, smartest person in our graduating class. This is me not being biased. I would say it would be Jenny Galvan. You know what I'm saying? That,
yeah,
to me, that's
on paper,
person.
yes, but she won. Yeah, she was the valedictorian. But I'm letting you know, smartest
really
person
no. If you go, okay. I'm be honest. Okay, smartest person in our class. This is not me.
Not
dick
on
riding.
paper.
This is not me dick riding. Not me dick riding. Not me being a dick rider. Yo, obviously it's not me. I would have to say it's probably you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to say it's between y'all two.
And the reason why I'll say that, the reason why I'll say that, here's why.
I'm dyslexic.
Here's why.
I'm dyslexic. I hate to
whatever,
read.
nigga. Whatever. Here's why. Right? Here's why. It's because, and it is something I talked to Mike and Bone about, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we all had the same opportunity. We were all given the same chances when we were fucking working with McDonald's. And I'm like, you took advantage of them, and we were too good for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That makes me a capitalist, not the smartest. Okay?
Nigga, that's taking advantage of the opportunity. Because I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should have just, been cool with Jim. You know what I'm saying? And said, this is how you salt the fries, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
instead of prank calling all goddamn day.
Instead of prank calling and shit. It's like, yo, if niggas would have just humbled themselves, you know what I'm saying? Everybody could be in that position. You know what I'm saying? If you'd have just fucking stuck with the plan, believe what motherfucker said, you know what I'm saying? And just have some faith in the process. If you'd have trusted the process, trusted the people. Because, like, I mean, me personally, like, I ain't never had a problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, with like Martin and like that. I always respected him, things like that. But for me, I had to leave Jersey or I'd have died. You know, I'd have been killed. Nigga was trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Over $500. Nigga was trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to get the fuck out of there.
Prince early.
Yo, fam, look, we being honest, it was over a fucking abortion. You know what I'm saying?
I know the story.
We know the story.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, nigga tried to get me killed over this shit, bro. And I want to.
Look at who.
You know what I'm just saying, we fucking talking, bro. This is a safe space. God damn. You know what I'm saying? I had to get the fuck out of there, bro. Yo, I remember I tried to get a loan for $500 at like 18 years old, nigga. They said no.
God damn.
Yo, but then I was like, fuck it, I'm out, yo. I ain't giving you this shit. Nigga ran down on me for years. And that's why Tex and Slox, that's why I was coming back home with the burners and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, if the nigga try to come at me again, I'm putting a hole in this nigga face. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You know what I mean? So, but that's what it is, man. But I wouldn't want. But the good thing is that you guys said you wouldn't want your kids to go through that, and that we're all.
Oh no, hell no.
Yeah. It's just now we just got to teach them, about.
Let me say this. I don't want Brielle to go through life without a little of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She had a young man in her class tell her, what did he tell her? You don't, and obviously this ain't at our level. You're not a good sport. You're not a good sportsman. And I and she started crying, crying about this thing. And I said to her, I said, Brielle, you need to tell that fucking kid that you're not gonna stop being great for him. Maybe he needs to level up and get on your fucking level. I said, leave out the fuckings in the conversation. I said, but say everything else to him. Okay, you know,
and that's what it is. Like with my son, he wants everybody like he likes to be liked. So I have to explain to him, not everybody's gonna like you. It is what it is. Like that's just life. Everybody is not gonna like you. So with him dealing with it, it's gonna be a little bit different than my daughter. Now my daughter, hey, look, she with the shit. So you fuck with her if you want to. You go get this work.
Yeah.
But you know, it's good to an extent. Like I said, and when we was in school, it wasn't. I don't think it was hard, but I did at some point think it went a little bit too far.
And it's like I can't even see it being as drastic as it was with us, because to have interaction with kids, we had to physically be there. I got a daughter in high school now that is social as hell, and she does it from the comfort from her room. You see what I'm saying? We had to go outside. We had to go outside to get these jokes.
But now it's worse, because now let's say if somebody
Social
don't like
media.
her, they can sit there and fucking post some shit that ain't true, and that shit get 1,000 likes. They can sit there and take a picture of her face. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say like because this not your daughter, obviously, right? But let's say like your daughter was like a little chubby, right? A little fat. They could sit there and take a picture of your daughter's face and put it on Lizzo's body and make a video of that and send it out to everybody and be like, oh, this is such and such. And that shit gonna get them likes. And imagine how that affects her. Now.
I mean, yeah.
And
that's what they about now. They all about likes.
Bro, imagine us in high school with this technology. Nigga, you know how fast I would have took a nigga face and put it on Lil Nas X? You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Yeah, you're right. Because we had social media when we was kids. Oh my God.
It'd
have been a lot more fights in high school.
It'd been a lot more murders, nigga. That's what it'd have been.
Yeah.
Niggas would have got killed. Niggas would have got killed, bro.
That body count would be high as
yeah, because niggas would have got killed, dog. I'm telling you right now, man. Because I know me. I know me.
Hey, Hoot,
you know
I always wanted to ask you this, Hoot. Do you remember in high school? He was doing something in front of the school. I forgot.
Class of the classes. Class of the classes.
And he slammed that boy.
He dunked the boy in the pool. Yeah.
Do you regret that now in hindsight?
Hold on. You know what's crazy though?
Oh, God.
I remember the day he did the joint, he dunked the boy in the pool. And then the next day, and I want to say either in the morning or when school was over, he got on the other and apologized about the joint.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, I don't regret it. It made me a better person. It showed me that actions have consequences.
That shit is hilarious.
For those that are listening to this podcast, you know?
Yeah, I remember that shit.
But yeah, just shit like that, bro. And it's like, or like the fights that you had in school, bro. Imagine them shits being videotaped. You know what I'm saying? Like, or my dumb ass, I had a fight in summer school. Imagine that shit getting taped. The nigga's like, yo, he walked on the desk and jumped on a nigga in summer school. How you get suspended from summer school? And that shit go viral, and now I'm like, niggas think I'm retarded now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can't say retarded either.
Or a homeless person vomits on your sneakers on the bus. Oh
my God, I just told that story the other day. And that's the thing. Like, imagine us recording that joke session, right? Which was legendary, and then the homeless person vomiting on your shoes, and then your reaction. Niggas would have came for your head and try to cancel you for being not insensitive to a homeless person. Like, how dare you talk about a alcoholic and a homeless person like that? Blah 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 blah. Like, yo, what this nigga just stole my brand new Air Maxes. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
brand new.
He came through at the perfect time though, because I was losing, nigga. That nigga came in like Mr. Fuji guy. He was like, yo, I got you. Sergeant Slaughter and shit, bro. That nigga came in out of nowhere and just threw up on this nigga's shoes, man. But here's a question, man. Here's a question. What are y'all? What are your best Halloween memories? You know what I'm saying? Like what's like the best time you ever had on Halloween? And then what's the worst time on Halloween?
I got two as far as the best. It was the movie Scream. I remember that movie. I remember you might remember this, but he had bought a Scream outfit and then a mask, but he had like a little thing to squeeze and the blood run down.
Blood comes down my face. Yeah, I remember that costume.
This like he had the whole shit. So literally we on Sunset Avenue. He's literally running around scaring the shit out of these little ass kids, and it was fucking hilarious. Like
yeah,
he
literally
was like
that year for that.
he was hiding bushes and jumping out. Like he had kids scared to come on the porch because we had a sensor light and he turned it off. So he would just sit there, stand on the porch, and had the blood coming down the mask, and like literally the kids was like going crazy. Then he hid in the bush.
They didn't know if I was real or not. They thought I was like what you call it.
then he hid in the bush. So when they would come up and the sensor light would come on, he would jump over the banister like He had the whole fucking street scared the shit to come to our house. So that shit was hilarious. Then it was 1 year. It was me, him, and Jada was out, getting candy and shit. And it was a house in I want to say what's that little area right over Sunset Bridge? Was that Manasquan or some shit like that? Wanamassar.
Yeah.
It was when you right when you go over the bridge on Sunset Avenue. It's that little rich neighborhood that was like right there.
No, because Wanamassar is like up more towards Ocean. So you're talking about like Interlaken or Deal?
No,
Interlaken.
Nah.
Because Interlaken's before Deal.
No, I'm talking about Wanamassar.
The other way, going toward Ocean.
Like, oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Because we live right there before the bridge.
Yeah, so like once you right when you go over the bridge, it's a little turn like to the right, where it's like a little like small little neighborhood and shit. It was a dude. He was sitting on the porch. He had a bowl of Twizzlers in his hand.
Oh, he had a real chainsaw.
And it's something else. But it was the actual dude, and we thought it was fake. Now Gord loved Twizzlers, so he had a sign on his chest that said, "Just take one." Go in there and grab a whole handful, and the dude grabbed his hand at the same time. That reaction was priceless. That shit had me cracking the fuck up. Those are the best. Like the 2 times I can remember, like actually having like a fun Halloween. And then like I would say like my worst one I remember was we was in. Now if you go the other way by where Jada lived at, we was over
Interlaken.
We was over there, and like 2 or 3 white cops put up on, you got to get out of here. You don't have costumes.
Kicked us out the neighborhood.
Pretty much because we was black.
Yeah.
But other than that, I
so you don't got to come to me. My answer is what Jamal just said because I was there for all 3 of those.
But yeah, those are like my.
I'm gonna start with my worst. Y'all remember when Homie the Clown was a thing?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I heard about them stories.
Oh my God, that was like, I remembered, and it was around that season. It was around Halloween season, and where we lived on Stratford Avenue at the time. We had already been done trick or treating, but motherfuckers kept walking past our room because it used to be like a back way to I guess cut through, and they were knocking on the window and shit, and we were scared shitless in the room, thinking it was Homie the Clown coming to get us. I was just like, that was probably the worst. Best Halloween, I probably have 2. Anytime we would go to Interlaken when we were kids to go trick-or-treating because you got the best candy there. Yeah. I was just telling somebody that story. And the other one is any Halloween party in college. We always had a fucking ball. Any Halloween party in college.
Yeah, I would say for me, my worst, my worst shit was getting my bag snatched by the Bebe kids one year. You know what I'm saying?
I heard those stories too.
That was the worst. I was mad as shit. I had mad candy, mad mounds in the motherfucking bag. You know what I'm saying? And I got my shit snatched.
Wow.
And then after that, I declared war on the Bebe kids. And any opportunity I got to fight one of these niggas one-on-one, I did. You know what I'm saying? And I did. I was like, yo, fuck, I got to kill all you niggas. But another thing, like, yo, we don't know their circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So, so that was the worst memories, getting my bag snatched one year. The best, though, I have to go to my adult years. And the one would be San Diego.
Inception of your child?
God damn, nigga. Relax.
You tell it all the time.
That's why I'm saving it, bro. No, that's not the best memory. That's one of the best. It's number three. You know what I'm saying? Top 3, not 2 or 1. You know what I'm saying? But like one of the best would be in San Diego, going to we would have like these costume parties all the time and shit. We're like grown men, like 33 years old and shit. And we would get like a room at the Hard Rock Hotel, like a big ass room, like fucking Hard Rock Suite and shit like that. Me and my boys have a big ass party and then go out afterwards. And I was always dating chicks, dog. Like I was always had like a girlfriend at the time. And so I would like go to Fredericks or Hollywood and get them like some wild ass shit, like some like lingerie type shit. And I would just come out dressed like a fucking old ass man with like a fucking gray beard and mustache and shit like that. But yeah, and I would just get fucked up and just, like I knew everybody in the clubs and shit like that. So I would just be, standing on sofas, drinking mad alcohol, mashing for free, partying with my boys and shit like that. Staying out mad late, reliving my youth, right? Because I was not married at the time. And then what else, bro? What else? The second would be the conception of my kid, even though, it's kind of a weird situation, but because it was a real good time, bro. It was a real good time. That was like 2019. You know what I'm saying? But
you called me the day after telling me that story.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah.
That's before you even know you had a daughter on the way.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, I knew then though, dog. I knew. I was like, yo, I did it. Fuck. But nah, I mean, for me, cause like I enjoy being an adult and doing shit as an adult for Halloween, like just having, the friends over or going to the parties and shit like that, and then cause I'm like, my daughter gets of age, it's like, we'll do the trick or treating and shit like that. But then, you hire a babysitter, throw them little niggas somewhere, and the adults could just chill, drink, and party and shit. You know what I'm saying? And do what they do. You know what I mean? But and that's the thing, man. But yeah, like I talk to a lot of folks, and they're like, they don't really fuck with Halloween like that, And I'm like, why not? Like Halloween is fun as shit. It's like one of the few holidays that's actually fun. Cause like you can get candy, you can dress up, you can be a slut, you can get drunk, whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And then nobody cares the next day. So that's just me. I love Halloween. And then when I was in San Diego, the other thing was that because there's the large Mexican community out there, they celebrate Dia de los Muertos. So you would go out the next day and you would party from like sun up to sundown. You know what I mean? And then you got all the girls, all the Hispanic and Latina girls out there in their little sugar skull costumes and face paint, shit like that. And I ain't gonna front, man. They used to have me open, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Used to have me out there doing the mariachi and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But I have a question. Y'all fuck with Verzuz, right? Y'all watch Verzuz?
Yeah, I watch a few.
Yeah.
Okay,
so ones that are entertaining.
So why do niggas think Bustah Rhymes is Thanos, dog? Why do people think Bustah Rhymes is untouchable in the Verzuz? Like
because he's been in the game since I want to say the early 90s.
Leaders of the new school, yeah.
He started with Leaders in the new school, so he has a long catalog. I think that's why people scared of him.
I look at that, and when it comes to the Verzuz, it's all about performance also. And you ain't gonna match his energy.
Very great performer.
You're not gonna match his energy. Like you might play the better song, but how he interact with the crowd, it's not many that can match how he do that. So that's gonna help him out a lot.
I'm gonna say what Jamal said, but I'm gonna add maybe more of his delivery. It's kind of like who matches up well against him in terms of his delivery and his performance. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, when that nigga was really fat, they probably was all scared to go up against him, at some point.
Because my thing is like,
because you named one yesterday. I don't know if you're gonna name him now, but I'm gonna say if they pick him, the way the Verzuz is set up now, where it's on the stage, do you think he can outperform Bustah?
Yes. Here's why. Here's why. Because we talking about LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now, niggas can sleep all you want. LL Cool J was the original GOAT. All right, LL Cool J. Everybody got their style from this nigga. Drake is a LL Cool J student. You know what I mean? And it's like Bustah has hits. Against most niggas, Bustah will win just based on energy and the amount of hits that he has. But what we have to remember is that Bustah Rhymes was always like this cartoon character. You know what I'm saying? He was always like this court jester nigga. That's not going to translate well when you're fucking 50 years old. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I don't know.
And a lot of Bustah's shit was about the music videos. You know what I'm saying? So the songs were dope. But it's like the shit ain't gonna work the same when you're going up against LL, and LL is still LL Cool J. You know
Okay, but so you saying that from your perspective. We talking about the internet era because that's who's going to be judging this shit.
Yes, and it's the thing.
Bustah Rhymes is more favored on the internet than LL.
We don't know that for sure.
When the last time we talked about LL about anything?
LL Cool J just like hosted the Grammys, like the American Music Awards. The nigga has a show on TV. He's still out here making. He's still out here making buku money.
I know that.
What have we talked about Bustah Rhymes for?
Versus. He's at every fucking versus asking for an opponent.
Okay.
He's staying relevant just because of that.
But no, besides that, nobody talked about his last album.
You did, because you're the one that said it was nice.
I did not say his last album was nice.
Yes, you do. Oh, I should go back through this fucking timeline on our
Go back.
I ain't going through it.
I'm gonna tell you, no, Bones said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mike B might have said that shit. Me never said that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you right, I ain't listened to no goddamn Bustah Rhymes album. Bustah Rhymes, they made an album in 10 years, right? And then put in it, or however long it was.
Was it last year or the year before last he came out with an album?
No, it was 2020. It was this year, 2021, when he made ELE 2. You know what I'm saying? And then album
I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that one then.
The last album he had was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's like niggas want to talk about relevancy. It's like, well, Bustah Rhymes was irrelevant for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, but LL out here still making LL's hits hit differently. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's like Bustah Rhymes had a lot of features, and that shit don't carry the same weight in a verse.
Bustah Rhymes' first 3 albums are classics to me.
Hey, let me ask you this.
The first 2, maybe. First 3,
Let me ask you this. Can he bring Splifstar on stage with him?
Of course.
Yeah, you can bring who you want. LL don't need that.
That's what I'm saying.
Because this we gotta listen.
Jingling Baby not go.
Ja Rule. What?
No, I like that song. These kids don't know what the fuck Jingling Baby is, but I bet you they know Look at Me Now.
Who's gonna be in the crowd, dog? Who's gonna be in the crowd? What no kids in the last versus crowds? They can't get the tickets. You know what I'm saying?
No,
so you look at LL. Exactly. Look at LL. LL gonna fuck around and do Around the Way Girl. He gonna do Who Do You Love? Oh, you for sure gonna do that. He gonna do doing it well. Hey Lover. He gonna do fucking I'm Bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm bad.
I love all those songs.
Mama said knock you out. I shot you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Backseat of my Jeep. Let's swing an F, nigga.
My thing is
Bustah Rhymes ain't got shit for that.
He didn't knock the mic down and shit. I mean,
my thing is, as we all pretty much be saying, is his performance and his energy. Like that's going to play a huge factor when Bustah Rhymes performs. Like prime example with the Ja Rule and Fat Joe thing. Ja Rule had the crowd on his side with the Dipset and the Locks thing. Jada Kiss had the crowd with him. Having the crowd interact with you is going to help you win that round. Like the person's song might be better, but that crowd interaction is going to give you the upper hand.
LL has more crowd-friendly songs. LL has more crowd-friendly songs.
But I don't think he could get the crowd to participate with him as good as Bustah Rhymes can.
The women are going to be in the crowd. That's how Ja Rule won, because you had women in the crowd. And like Bustah has hits, right? Bustah can throw out Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. He can do Pastor Cavassier, all this shit. But Bustah Rhymes, most of his hits came off of features. Came off of niggas featured on his shit or him featured on somebody else.
But do you think that they're contemporaries in terms of just
no?
You know, that's what I'm saying, and I don't know.
I don't think Bustah is on LL's level. I think the only nigga that could go, like if you got LL, like it should have been
like
LL KRS One.
Like when I think of Bustah Rhymes, I think of I hate to say it, even though he's really not on Bustah's level, it's like Mystical.
Yeah,
you know, like that. That's what I think of in terms of. And again, I go back to the delivery of the rap. I think of Mystical, a country version of Bustah. That's what I think of. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I look at the two of them. But, you know, I just don't think LL and Bustah, it doesn't play well.
If we're going to make it contemporaries, right, or niggas that came out in the same era, I'm gonna tell you right now who could beat Bustah Rhymes in the verses, and they've also been asking for verses. Juicy J. Juicy J beats Bustah Rhymes in the verses.
Well,
Because
he's
Juicy
different because he produces and raps.
Well, Juicy J can just use raps and just use 3-6 shit and his solo shit, and Juicy J will absolutely wash Bustah Rhymes. And they've been around the same amount of time, and Juicy J has been relevant longer and still making dope shit. Juicy J will
Juicy J
absolutely
just put
wash.
something out that I like now. It's with them young niggas, but the beat not.
And that's what I'm saying.
Like the song.
That's what I'm saying. Cause Bustah Rhymes went from like being a party rapper to trying to be like a drug dealer. Like,
and that's why I stopped liking him. Cause I'm like, how you start? When did you start selling drugs? At 40 something years
40
old.
something years old, right? Yeah, that's the thing. And Juicy J the same nigga. And I'm gonna try and me personally, Project Pat beats Bustah Rhymes in the verses. Bustah Rhymes does not have a song as good as Chicken Head. You know what I'm saying? Bustah Rhymes does not have a song as good as Chicken Head. You know, but then if we're just looking at Juicy J, just Juicy J by himself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Slop on my knob, like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. Bustah Rhymes,
come on, man.
like Juicy J leads with that song, washes Bustah the entire fucking time.
My shit from Juicy J is that I'm about to throw a couple thousand. Bounce it.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. Juicy J been relevant longer, got more fucking hits, sold more albums, dog. Juicy J, what? Cause fucking sipping on some scissor, sipping. Like Juicy J got that whole. Cause Bustah Rhymes is in the group. Bustah Rhymes is in the leader of this new school. So he can pull that shit. Cause Bustah Rhymes can go ahead and pull out Scenario, and he can pull out the fucking Bad Boy Flavor in Your Air remix. He can go ahead, pull that out. Juicy J
he is on that song.
Juicy J going. All you gonna hear is tear the club up, nigga, tear the club up. Who gonna get the crowd more hype?
It all depends on where they have it at too. If that was the actual battle, that makes a difference.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If they have that in New York, Juicy J wins. They have it in Atlanta, Juicy J wins. They have it in Miami, Juicy J wins.
New York, I don't know about New York.
I don't know about New York.
New York is stubborn. They gonna stick with their side.
Exactly.
Listen, man. Listen. I love Bustah Rhymes, but he ain't fucking with LL, and he damn sure ain't fucking with Juicy J, the fucking Juice Man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, come on, think about it. When the last time you listened to a Bustah Rhymes record?
I do all the time.
I'm about to say, I was
new shit or old shit. New shit or old shit.
But I'm biased because when I listen to rap, I always listen. 90% of the music I listen to is old shit because
pretty much.
That's just me. The new shit, get the 10%.
All right. So here's the next verses we got to talk about. My man Montero, aka Lil Nas X, versus Gordon's favorite rapper, Lil Boosie.
Oh my God.
That's your man. You love Lil Boosie.
No, I don't. That nigga trash. He's always been
write
trash.
Me down.
Okay, it's
shoulders.
It's certain
knees,
rappers that got this fucking Hall of Fame status that I just would never agree with, and Lil Boosie is one of them.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't.
And the problem is because it's that one song. That one song is a social media darling.
IEND. That's what's the name? That's
Lil Webby.
No.
Yeah, that's Webby.
Mm-hmm.
That's Webby and Boosie. You know what I'm saying? No, Boosie had Zoom. That Zoom.
That nigga is trash, and he's always been trash.
He's trash. And my thing with him is, why do you keep coming on to Lil Nas X, dude? Just shut the fuck up. Who cares?
Because they benefit each other. They benefit each other. What they say? Bad news is good press or whatever. I forgot the fucking saying.
Yeah, but it's hurting. I mean, it's not hurting. It's not helping Lil Boosie because what he got coming out?
Listen, Boosie got some. I know a few personally that Boosie can't do no wrong in AI.
No, I'm saying, but like Lil Nas X had an album come out or has an album out, so the shit he doing is for that. What does Lil Boosie have?
Boosie
like,
had
Boosie
got
a movie. He just put a movie out.
Where at? On what?
On his website. From what the dude out. Listen, this is Trucker. I know he trying to get me to watch the stupid movie. I'm like, I don't like Lil Boosie like that. Sorry.
I mean, Lil Boosie is out here, like getting his pages deleted off Instagram and shit like that, and then complaining to Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
about his page.
That's how he makes money. He says,
yeah, because he's out here saying wild shit. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, this is my thing, man. This man shouldn't be on your mind that much.
Exactly.
Lil Nas X should not be on your mind that much. Like, and it's like for me, Lil Boosie, criticizing Lil Nas X for doing whatever he does, right? It's like, yo, fam, you bought your son a prostitute. you can never give any kind of advice on anything. You bought your
That's
son,
not
your underage
acceptable.
son, you buying your 12-year-old son a prostitute for them to have their first time, their first sexual experience.
At
That's
12,
not
yeah, that's not
acceptable.
acceptable.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
not
At
acceptable.
13, at 14, 15, 16, 17, not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Because you're participating in sex trafficking. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing.
Mhm.
And it's like, you know, you doing that, but you mad at Lil Nas X for, you know, giving the devil a lap dance. But you make songs about killing niggas and selling dope. You know what I'm saying? And disrespecting the black women. But his shit in the gay agenda is worse than what you're doing, which is actually influencing people in the community to continue to do those destructive behaviors. And that's why, you know, this shit is funny because it's hypocritical as fuck. But it's like, yo, all Boosie gonna do is just lose more money because the last thing he said was he was telling Lil Nas X to kill himself and things like that. And they started a petition to remove him from social media, period. And he's about to end up like Trump. He's about to
Just
end
go
up
in the
like
corner.
Trump. You know what I mean?
Go in the corner, shut the fuck up. You go in there with Jada Pinkett.
Go to the red table.
Sit in that goddamn room, shut the fuck up.
Boosie got raped in prison. That's all I can think of.
God damn.
Because he spends way too much energy on it. So something had to happen to him in prison to hate gays this much.
He was wiping somebody down.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Because you know, everybody's like, you know, oh, the gay agenda, the gay agenda. I'm like, listen, man. The gay agenda.
Look, because we are, listen, none of us is gay, but we all know the gay jokes we play on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
but we have a limit.
oh yeah, we have a limit. No Des K.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? It's like, yo, like my thing is like, you can't be mad at Lil Nas X for shit he ain't do yet. Cause like Lil Boosie is like, Lil Nas X is gonna kiss a man on stage. He ain't did it yet. You know what I'm saying?
I thought he did at the award show.
He did at the award show.
Oh yeah, he did. Well, he did it because Lil Boosie said that he would do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, when Rihanna at the Met Gala, right? She walks out in a dress that's completely see-through. You know what I'm saying? Titties out, vagina showing. Where's Lil Boosie? You know what I'm saying? Fucking Lizzo, same dress. Lizzo, same dress. You don't hear shit. You got, you know, Meg Thee Stallion, who was in devil outfit to promote her new album, right? Nobody said shit to her.
Yo, them sneakers that Lil Nas had, them
hard.
Sneakers was fire. Them shits was fire.
Fire for
hard.
real.
Hard. I would have got a pair. I ain't gonna front.
Hell yeah, I took a pair of this shit.
And I fuck with Air Max too.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the shit that he does is bad, but then you got women do the same shit, if not worse. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's man,
Lil
we
Boosie
can't do
is
shit.
sitting here telling women to put their pussy lips on IG for $1,000, but Lil Nas X doing his little shit is morally wrong. But you got kids watching your live stream as well, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like niggas are gonna nig. Niggas are gonna nig. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is,
man. They should
but
fight.
Yeah.
They should do a fight, yo.
I think Lil Nas X wins. Yeah, I think Lil Nas X wins.
I think he'll watch that motherfucker.
Do a celebrity charity fight or whatever, and I bet you
Lil Nas X wins and then teabags him. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
Yeah.
I really don't like Boosie. I'm sorry. I do not like that nigga, yo.
But see, my thing with him is I don't care enough to like him. Or
I'm just tired of seeing him. Like, why is he just this nigga trash.
All right, so the new verses is Dave Chappelle versus the LGBT community some more. And so Dave Chappelle put out a response about he put out a response saying that hey, he'll sit down and talk with you guys if he meet his demands. You guys aware of that?
A little bit.
We watched it.
He not talking about the you watched it the recent thing he did?
Yeah, before
I saw clips of it.
Yeah, but I mean that's all I need to see. So it's like something like a minute long thing.
That little 15-second, maybe a minute clip, if that. But it's like he right though. If y'all feel so bad about it, let's talk about it. Like he's giving y'all a chance to come talk to him about. I don't know because he's doing it like seriously or jokingly, but he seems to be serious about it.
So who is the spokesperson for that community? Like who do you talk to?
Lil Nas X, Lil Boosie, Elton John. I don't fucking know.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're never going to please them because the community is way too big, and one person is not going to let somebody else speak for them because one person might say something. Now, of course, another one of those letters might not feel the same way that other letter feels. You feel me?
My thing is they need to go with Jada Pinkett and Lil Boosie in that room. Get your ass down.
We all need to go to the red table.
Shut the fuck up. Take your ass in there with them and shut the fuck up.
All right, so
y'all want all this equal shit, but y'all can't take these jokes equal. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, that's what they're saying. So, who do you think Dave Chappelle has gone too far with his jokes about transgenders, and do they have a valid concern for calling him transphobic?
I watched the special. I will say, I didn't think it was one of his better specials, but not because I just didn't laugh. And I like Dave Chappelle a lot. Like that Sticks and Stones was really good, and he made mention in that special about transgenders. He brought up a joke about the one about where he was comparing transgenders to African Americans in terms of I can't do one thing. You could do one thing, but I can't. I forget how the joke went, but it was true. It was truth. He was speaking truth. No, it was about the Caitlyn Jenner. It's okay for Caitlyn Jenner to change her gender or something like that. I forget how the joke went. But that was in Sticks and Stones, and everything he said in the last special, again, he spoke a lot of truths. That's what his comedy is. It's truth, and it has nothing to do about who he likes or who he doesn't like. Because I think he's a fighter for just equality in general.
All around the table.
All around the table. And I think that gets missed a lot of times. What he's saying is that we're still not on that equal platform, and that some things are still seen in our community, in African American community, that we can't even get there. And we've had a 400-year struggle. And I think that gets missed in a lot of what he's saying. To me, if a joke is funny, and Torian, you and I talked about this on one of your podcasts, I'm Hispanic. Torian told one of the most racist jokes ever.
I remember that one. I saw that podcast.
When he said,
racism is funny.
Was talking about a 5-page essay, and Torian said the only essay I know are the ones that fixed my car. Now, I should be offended by that. Okay, I should be offended by that, but I wasn't. It was funny at the time. I remember another joke. This guy, and it was a white guy, who told it I was at a comedy club in New York City. And he said, you want to know what the Puerto Rican Day Parade is? It's the day I go back to the Bronx and steal my shit back. That shit is
I remember that joke. I heard that joke somewhere before too.
That shit is fucking hilarious. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. So again, I think it goes back to I'm not saying that we don't need to be sensitive to issues. I'll give you another example. My daughter had made a comment in the house, and she didn't realize what she was saying. She said something about a man wearing a dress. Wouldn't that be funny? Brielle doesn't know what she was saying. She doesn't know what she was saying. And because we don't talk about those things. And I said to her, Brielle, and my wife commended me for how I handled it. I said, Brielle, that's not funny. If he chooses to wear a dress, that's what he chooses to do. We don't laugh at things like those. And that's teaching your children what's right and what's wrong. Yeah. Now, if I would have said some other things, you know what I'm saying? Then I'd be teaching my child not to be sensitive to those people who choose to do those things. And that's the route that I've chosen not to go. I've chosen to say, listen, I accept these people, or I shouldn't say these people, I accept individuals who have decided that this is the way they want to live their lives. It has no bearing on me in my life. But what Dave Chappelle is trying to say is, yes, you are getting full acceptance into these things. You pretty much are jumping to the front of the line when we've been struggling with these things for the last 400 years. America, wake the fuck up. When are we going to acknowledge that we have a racism issue, that we haven't really dealt with those issues, and we're not going to never deal with them?
Exactly.
That's what he's talking about. It has nothing to do about the LGBTQ plus community,
Yeah,
and that's why I agree with you on that, Hoot. It's like y'all sit there and y'all get mad because y'all get all these y'all like you said, y'all jumping right to the head of the line, and we still waiting for our shit. So it's like you can't sit there and like, okay, cool, y'all want y'all shit. Okay, we understand y'all want y'all shit, but we've been trying to get our shit for the longest. Like, look at us too. Like, what the fuck? And
that's my thing. When things happen to us, they don't fight for us like they want us to fight for them.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's the only part that really pisses me off. Whenever we got an issue, when a black person gets killed by a cop for unviolent offense or not having a gun or whatever that should be, you never hear nobody from that community say anything. But when something happened to them, and if we don't say something about it, or a public figure don't say something about it, oh, you're homophobic or whatever, you don't support our community, cancel you. So listen, fuck them. It's fuck them until they say otherwise.
I'm gonna edit that part because I don't want you getting jumped by the LGBTs and
listen.
I mean, because you down in Atlanta, man, Lil Nas X might come for you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But see, my thing with that community is, as me and my wife always have talks about it or whatever, because a lot of shows she watch has people in that community in it, and my thing is, I don't care. Your daily life, the shit you do don't affect my daily life, so yeah. I don't care. I can give two fucks. I don't care. But my thing is, y'all want all this equal shit, but as soon as somebody says something about y'all that y'all don't agree with, it's get them out of here. Nah, it's a fucking joke. It's just jokes.
Yeah, because the thing that I relate that to is like black comedians, have made careers off of white people jokes, right? And when you have white comedians that make black people jokes, we don't get mad because
as long as they don't say nigga.
Because the white dude Gary Owen do it all the time,
and them just be funny.
And they be funny.
So it's like if you're a white comedian,
he talk, like
he don't need a black wife. It's like, yo, if you're a white dude and you make a funny race joke, nigga, it's a funny joke. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, to gain acceptance universally, you got to take the good with the bad. Because it's like, because I listen to comedy, a lot of comedy, and there's plenty of gay comedians and LGBTQ comedians that make heterosexual jokes, but it's like, oh, so you can make these straight jokes, but we can't make these jokes on y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And when y'all shit is actually funny, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what the fuck?
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, if you want equality, man, like for me, it's like, yo, I want everybody to suffer equally. So I want everybody to be able to get married and suffer. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to get these jokes and suffer. But
I thought they passed that where gays can get married, or is that not everywhere yet?
I don't think it's everywhere.
It's most states. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I want you to be able to experience all the joy and pain that comes with being a human being. Comes with being a citizen. You know what I'm saying? So if I can get a loan, I want you to be able to get a loan. If I can get a wedding cake, I want you to get a wedding cake. If I can go take a shit in this bathroom, I want you to be able to take a shit in the bathroom.
And if I can be discriminated, I want you to be discriminated.
Yeah, if I can go to a comedy show and sit in the front row and get roasted, nigga, you better be able to get roasted too. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
God forbid,
that's the whole thing.
Like I go to an Andrew Schultz show and nigga had a jokes on me, but let you fucking live. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck
next
that.
Next time he come to Atlanta, I'm gone.
Yeah, that motherfucker funny as hell, man. But so I got a question for you guys, man. Because everybody in here is what, vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
I'm not yet.
Okay, just nigga. But so what are you waiting on? You have to wait a certain amount of time, right?
Julio, you muted. Julio, your mic is muted. There you go.
Yes, because
honestly, I ain't been waiting. I just haven't had the time with this whole house shit and running around trying to do other shit.
I mean, Joe Biden come right.
Be honest, Jamal, it take 5 minutes, yo. You go in there when your appointment time is, they stick you deuces.
Joe Biden to come to your house and give it to you. Don't worry.
Man, fuck Biden.
I'm just saying, man.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Because I just got my flu shot yesterday, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna get my booster shot for the COVID shit in like a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to live, bro.
See, they told me I gotta wait 6 months for my booster shot.
Yeah, for the booster, you gotta wait 6 months.
Yeah, you gotta wait 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then now you can fucking get the mix of the doses. So if you got Moderna, you get the Pfizer boost, all that kind of shit. So now there ain't no excuse for
Well,
niggas.
see, that I'm not fucking with. I'm Moderna. I'm getting all Moderna.
Yeah,
I don't want
mean,
my shit mixed up.
Listen,
I don't
bro,
want I don't want no mixed cocktail. I want my shit straight.
You want it straight. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna do it with it.
So
See,
Ice
Slox,
Cube,
I was like you, Slox. I was like you. I was hesitant, but then I'm like, I travel a lot, so I'm like, I'm not gonna win, so I might as well just go get it done.
Well, no,
'Cause
I'm
you're
not. It's not like I don't have. It's not like I'm against it or something like that. It's just I've been focused on other shit to where
like you can
that's been the
literally
last thing on my mind right now.
be driving home from work, stop at CVS, walk in,
And get-
every grocery store or the pharmacy, you can walk in and get the shot. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I got mine done at CVS right around the corner from my house.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
My
that's
appointment
good.
was at 12:30. I walked in there at
so
12:30.
you're
By
in the same
12:45,
spot.
I was out of there.
You're in the same spot as Ice Cube because he just walked away from a $9 million paycheck.
Oh, it was 9 million. I saw that.
$9 million paycheck. He was working on a movie with Jack Black. And the cast, like the producers wanted everybody to get vaccinated, and Ice Cube said, "Nope," and walked away from a $9 million paycheck with Jack Black because he did not want to get vaccinated. And here's why I respect Ice Cube. All right.
Okay, before you say that, do you respect Kyrie Irving?
No. But
Okay,
here's
well,
why I
go
respect
finish your
Ice Cube.
point.
Here's why I
Who
respect
go?
Ice Cube. I don't know, nigga. Oh, you got to get ready for the trunk or treat. So, Hoot, peace. We'll get at you. But
Yeah, have a good one, Hoot.
So fucking Ice Cube has been very pro-mask this entire time. When the whole shit started, he was like, hey, go get tested, go wear a mask. He even had a check yourself before you wreck yourself campaign. Like he donated, I'm dead ass. He donated a bunch of money.
Oh, he back there?
He donated a bunch of money to like frontline workers, things like that, for like their care and masks, things like that. Ice Cube has been pro safety. You know what I'm saying? He's been pro mask, pro getting tested, all that shit, right? He's been everything you would want a nigga to do, right? When it comes to the vaccine, he's just like, nah. And it ain't about doing research. It ain't about left. It ain't. He's just like, nah. I'm just not getting it. It's not for me. So I'm gonna walk away from the table from this $9 million paycheck. I respect that because I don't expect anyone to get vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? I expect you to use the available resources that you have to do whatever research you need to do and make informed decisions. And when you speak about the shit, speak from a place of knowledge, not a place of ignorance. And that's why I can respect Ice Cube as opposed to Kyrie Irving and other NBA players that'll say shit like the vaccine has a chip in it, or it's 5G, or it's this, or it's that, or that'll say shit that's anti-mask, things like that. Mm-hmm. And that's what Kyrie Irving has done. He's come from a place of ignorance. Now, I don't expect him to get vaccinated, but you shouldn't expect to get paid. And that's why I respect Ice Cube, because he said, yo, want this paycheck, I'm out. Kyrie is still saying that he should be able to play. No, nigga, you can't play.
Well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's the difference.
With Cube, you know what I'm saying? He understands, okay, look, if this is what y'all want, I'm not with it, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's his belief. So go ahead, do what you do. Like he good thing for him is, I guess he's good enough to walk away. He can walk away from $9 million. So like, ain't too much you can say about that shit. But you know, if that's how he feels, fuck it. Stand on it.
And that's why I respect. That's why I'm like, yo, you know what? I respect it because he's done research. He's been active in the community with getting people adequate care and getting people tested and giving out. Like he's been doing the work that you would want a person of his profile and platform to do. But he's just
Plus,
like,
I'm sure
not getting vaccinated.
For his basketball league too, I know they got COVID rules to attend his games, right?
Yep. And he follows those rules.
Yeah,
like, he wears his mask. So. He does all that shit. And it's like, you know what? Because that's my thing. It's like, yo, if you're doing that, if you're being safe, I'm cool, bro. Like, do what you want.
And so that makes sense because he's not jeopardizing anybody else by his decision. He's walking. That's why he's walking away because he knows if he stays there, people might feel jeopardized. So he's not going to put them in harm's way, which is commendable. So yeah, you're right, because Kyrie wants to put people in harm's way because of his choice.
Yeah.
whether you believe the COVID shit or not, that's the reason they make these rules to keep everybody feeling safe.
Yeah.
And Kyrie's like, fuck y'all safety. I want to play without getting vaccinated. And obviously that's not working for him.
That's why he's sitting at home.
Yep, nigga, just like us on the podcast. But yeah, I respect that, man. It'd probably been, I mean, I like Jack Black. It'd probably been a good movie, but you know, he can get somebody else to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. Yeah, I mean,
probably get Kevin Hart.
Oh, I hope not. I hate Kevin. I mean, I don't hate Kevin Hart. I just don't like Kevin Hart's movies that much. You know what I'm saying?
He got a few of I fuck with.
I mean, the older ones when Kevin Hart was still when Kevin Hart
when he was still ignorant.
Yeah. But I mean, he getting too much money to be ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So I respect what he's doing. I respect what he's doing.
You got to protect the brand.
Hell yeah, I respect that.
You can't say that because Dave Chappelle getting money too, and
Dave Chappelle's brand wasn't family friendly.
It's a lot different. Yeah, his brand is a lot different.
Like Dave Chappelle's, like, because what Kevin Hart got hot off of was the family comedy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because when he was making like nigga shit, we loved him, but he didn't blow up. And then once he started talking about family stuff and being that family guy, and then doing like Pixar movies and shit like that, that's when he blew up. Dave Chappelle has always been like his biggest movie.
He's always been Dave.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's always been ignorant as fuck.
Even on the Chappelle show.
Super ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I got a question though.
And don't nobody say nothing about those jokes he made off that show.
And that's why he left, because they would only let him do black jokes and things like that and not about everybody else. And that was one of the main reasons why he left. But I got a question talking about leaving jobs, getting rejected from jobs. What jobs have you guys been rejected from? Or you ever applied for a job and then been rejected? Or not get the job and you clearly qualify for the shit?
Okay, now when it comes to being rejected, I'm gonna have to say no. But I've applied for jobs that I wasn't qualified for, so that's why I didn't get it.
Like what?
Like I tried to apply the job at a pharmacist warehouse or some shit. But I ain't know shit about that. But I was just going because it was paying bread. So I kind of went in knowing I wasn't gonna get the job. But if I was like, oh shit, I got it type shit. But as far as like going through the whole process, interviews and all that shit, if I made it to the interview, I got the job.
Yeah,
it was just on me if I wanted it or not.
So what about before the interview? Like you apply for some shit that you know you qualify for, and they send you back the email like, nah, nigga.
No,
I've never got that. I've never gotten that.
I've gotten that where I've applied for a job when I first moved down here, and that's why I say my name is a gift and a curse for me, because on paper you think I'm white.
Yeah.
So I applied for this box. It was this company that shreds paper for a living.
Yeah.
They pick up shredded paper from businesses and dispose of it. And you drive a box truck around the Southeast states. You don't need a CDLs for it. You just drive a box truck around the Southeast states, pick up the paper bins, take it to where they dispose of it, come back to Georgia. They pay for your hotel. It was a good paying job. This one, like I said, when I first moved down here. License is good. My name is Gordon Nance. Got the phone call. Yeah, we just got the application. Here you come in for an interview. When I walked in and they see me, you seen the disappointment look on their face. Oh, he's not white. Interview went great. Go back home. About a day or two later, I get a phone call. Oh, sorry, we going in another direction. Blah blah blah. Yeah, because y'all thought I was white and I'm not.
See, and my thing is, I guess I got the opposite with my name being Jamal. That ain't no white name. So you already know off rip that I'm black. So my thing is, if you're coming for an interview, you know what you're getting into. I just have to show you that I'm not your typical black guy, I guess, or the way y'all think black people are, rather. So I like, you know, going into the interview, I know how to turn my white voice on and sell myself. So when I get to that point, I'm always golden. So I've never actually got rejected from a job that I applied for, because once I either, if I apply, I don't either get a call back or nothing like that. So it's not like I got rejected. It's either it's like, nah, fuck it. But I've never went through the whole process and then got a call like, nah, you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, cause I just, you know, agreed to a job, but I'm still you know, in the because I took a year off to raise my daughter and shit like that, and you know, she's 15 months now, and she'll be going to daycare pretty soon in a little bit. But I fucking you know, so I'm like, you know, send my resume out, applying for jobs, things of that nature, and I applied just government wise. I applied for like 120. I sent so from October like 3rd till last week, I sent out 120 applications
Damn.
for
God
federal
damn.
jobs. Yeah, applying for a job is a job. So I sent out 120 applications federally,
Yeah, you right about
and
that.
then 50 for like civilian jobs, like private sector jobs. And I so like in the private sector, I got a bunch of offers and shit like that, but I turned most of them down because they weren't enough to get me out of the house. But for the government jobs, so two of the latest jobs I was rejected for. This one was for a building services worker at the Smithsonian. So a janitor at the
I'm
Smithsonian.
about to ask you, what is that? But
Yeah,
you
what
already
the
answered it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I applied to be a janitor at the Smithsonian. And they said, unfortunately, the information provided did not meet the minimum criteria for further consideration. And I'm like, what information did, like, you didn't ask me shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Maybe, but see, maybe you're overqualified.
well, I
that's
know
probably-
why I was turned down. My sister told me why, but I didn't care what she said because it ruins the joke. You know what I'm saying? But then the other job I got
All
turned
right, well,
down for.
wait, tell the joke first.
No,
tell the
I'm
joke.
gonna keep telling you what it is, like the other jobs, right? So the other job I got turned down for was a food service worker. So a nigga that works in a kitchen at a hospital, just prepping food. You know what I'm saying? And I got turned down for that because it said I'm ineligible because my application fails to demonstrate the required level of knowledge, skills, and abilities for the position. And all you were a nigga that does is food prep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like come on, man.
I put in
Yeah, that's
applications,
crazy.
because when I put applications out, right, you know, for shit like this, I'm like, okay, I would never normally be a janitor, but a janitor at the Smithsonian, that shit kind of lit. It'd be like Night at the Museum. It'd be like Night at the Museum. It's the whole plot of the fucking movie. I'm like, one day I can just get locked in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm like, yo, like, if I'm like working in the kitchen at a hospital, nigga, I'm chilling. I'm chilling, bro. So I'm like applying to these easy ass jobs and shit for things like this to like, you know, like I apply because the jobs that I keep getting like referred to for hiring and getting offers for, it's shit that I'm qualified for, you know. But a lot of it is like out of state, so it's like in like the Hampton Roads area, like in Virginia, like Norfolk, Hampton, Norfolk, Virginia Beach, that area, or it's like back in Hawaii, in Japan, San Diego. Takes me from my daughter, which I don't want, and so these jobs I can't get because they're reserved. You know what I'm saying? And so the people they're reserved for are like people with disabilities, disabled vets, you know what I'm saying? Like old ass people, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I'm like, you niggas are discriminating against me.
Because I'm about to say it.
Because I'm a young, hot nigga, a young go hard out here, and I want to be a fucking janitor at the Smithsonian, and y'all motherfuckers are killing my dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be the best janitor. Nigga, I was in the Navy for 20 years, bro. That's all you do is clean. You don't think I could mop a fucking hallway? You know what I'm saying? But like, you don't think I could fucking wipe down the glass of a fucking museum,
Nah,
fucking
see,
window?
you fucking up because you probably gonna mop left to right when it's right to left.
Yeah, something. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But yeah, my sister, because she works in HR, and she was like, those jobs are reserved for those people because they really can't get other jobs because of, you know, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, so what? I'm like, let me fucking shine. Let me live.
Word.
You know, let me be great. Why, like, what, like, shit, man. Like, you don't think a nigga want to come in the Smithsonian and see me there mopping the floor? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, nigga, you gonna be like, oh shit, you living the dream. You know what I'm saying? And then I can tell him a story. I could tell him a story. I'm mopping the floor, right? And then some little kid is like, oh, hey, mister, how are you? And I could be like, yeah, you know, that picture of Martin Luther King Jr., I'd be like, yeah, I was out there with him in Birmingham, Alabama. That nigga was in jail. You know what I'm saying? just lying and shit, telling mad stories. And then the kid would be like, nigga, you 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? And he'd be like, that's why you mopping floors, you dumbass. Yeah, because I'm like, yo, no, really what it was, like, I was like, yo, I'm going to go to Smithsonian. I'm going to be mopping the floors as a janitor. And I'm going to bag so many bitches, dog. That's what it was. I'm not even gonna front.
I mean, yeah, you had your own hidden agenda, but still, at the
I'm
end of the day,
you know how many motherfuckers come through that shit, dog, or how many fine ass museum curators come through there, and I'll just be there like, just mopping the floor, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Plotting on the fucking work of Rock the Steel. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. That's what they knew I was bullshitting, bro. So they said, nah, nigga, you can't get this job. I was kind of hurt, but then I agreed to take a job now. You know what I'm saying? So I went and did I do my drug testing tomorrow. I did some health screening shit this weekend and whatnot. But yeah, man, because I was telling Gordon like what's the least amount of money I work for, and I'm like, to sit at home, $35K. That's my asking price. You know what I'm saying? I will give you 7 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? For $35K a year. And somebody came with that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm getting a job now. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm in that situation now. Within the last 2 weeks, I had to turn down about 5 jobs because they're not paying me what I'm asking for.
Yeah.
But it's like I've never. It's either I went on 2 in-person interviews and 3 phone interviews, and on each one, when they ask me, my price, when I tell them, they were like, we really not gonna be able to match that. All right, cool. I appreciate the opportunity, but then I we'll leave your application on file, your resume on file, and if something come up, that fits what you're looking for, we'll get you a call back. But that's the ups and downs of trying to find a job. Like it's gonna be a job that you're well qualified for, that you're not even gonna get looked at. And it's like they're not going to tell you the actual reason why they're not looking at you, but kind of in your head you kind of know why.
Yeah, you know. They just go ahead and be like, yeah, you're eligible. Like, you're eligible. Like, all right. Yeah. I knew that when I applied.
See, that's one thing I'm glad I don't have to do no more as a truck driver.
Yeah, you good.
It's interviews.
That's why I called you. That's why I called you and asked you what about what the shit we was talking about.
Yeah,
shit like that.
I could call any trucking company. Man. I could call any trucking company damn near in America right now and get hired just off the my license being A1, no points, no tickets, no nothing. They ain't gotta ask me shit. I could be some drug dealing ass killer, but the fact that my license is good, they don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and get them CDLs, man. I thought about that shit, but I'll fall asleep at the wheel, bro. I've done it before, and I know I'll do it again. You know what I'm saying? So
at least you got the wherewithal to know that. Some drivers get out here and know that and still get out here and kill people.
Because why wouldn't you, Slox? Why wouldn't you go get the CDLs?
Oh no, I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
I got everything and going in motion right now.
Yeah, because I thought about it, man. I was like, if I was doing local shit, I could do it. If I was doing local shit, I could do it, bro. Local deliveries, I could do it. But I guess you don't get paid the same amount of money. So where do you make the bread at? Where do you make the bread at?
And what, trucking?
And that's why I called him to find out, so I can,
It depends on your. It's to me, it's 3 factors: your location in the country.
Yeah.
How much time you willing to put in, and how much you feel you need to survive. $35K means you can do a local job. $35K in that area where you could be home every day and still bring home $35K a year. But
because
the factor with that.
Well, no. I don't. $35K is me sitting in the house. If I'm going to work, I need about 80. You know what I'm saying?
Then no, you're not gonna do that locally.
Yeah. If I'm leaving the house, putting on sneakers or shoes or boots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
80, you're gonna have to get out the house for a couple of nights.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Unless you own your truck.
Yeah.
Then that's you could do that easily.
Yeah.
But as a company driver like me, I'm even shocked that I'm making what I'm making and still seeing the house as much as I do. Because it's a lot of truckers out here. People that I make more money than some people that own their own truck. Because that's one thing I talk to drivers a lot to find out what the market is, because I do want my own truck, but the way the economy is going right now, it's not a good time to do that because it's up and down.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, trucks are always going to be needed, but with this, in my field of trucking with cars, this chip shortage crap, work is getting scarce for certain people that haul certain, manufacturers.
Mm-hmm.
And I've talked to drivers that's bringing home, oh, well, what you bring home a year owning your own truck? Between 80 to 120K a year. I can do that, and I don't have all the overhead that you have, and I'm doing it. You feel me? So it's not beneficial. But it all depends on your personal needs.
Yeah.
In this area, Jamal, I don't know what you want to bring home a year, but people could, like, some people good with making $1,000 a week. You can do that driving locally around Atlanta and still bring home $1,000 a week and be fine with that.
Yeah, because $1,000 a week in Atlanta or in Georgia is pretty good. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on your living situation. Not for me.
See, I need
you need motorcycle parts.
week.
You need motorcycle parts every goddamn weekend, motherfucker. That's why.
Well, let me rephrase that. Where I'm at now, $1,000 a week would be cool. Going into the new house, I'm gonna need more than $1,000.
Yeah,
like I said, what I make now is good enough to hold the house down. But I ain't making, $1,500 to $2,000 a week. Well, after taxes anyway, I ain't. But between taxes, 401k, and all that bullshit, I'm not. But you know what I'm saying? But getting a new house and me trying to get a new car or whatever, I'm gonna need some more bread. So, I'm gonna take the chance to go out on a limb. But I was asking him about it because would it be easier to pay for it myself or go through a company? And we're talking to him and him explaining to me, if you got the money to pay for it yourself, go that route because you have more control over your, what you can do when you're done. Whereas, you go with a company, you got to stay with them for X amount of years and blah, blah, blah. And like a lot of trucking companies, like, go on the website and just type in your information. Trucking companies will call you, say, yeah, we got a school. Like this one company called me. They wanted me to go to Missouri for 8 months. For 8 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Another company calls that, we got a school, but you're going to spend 3 to 4 weeks on the road for the most part. I'm not trying to do that either.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I get it myself, then I have the control to say, okay, well, look, I already have mine. So this is what I want to do. If y'all can't match this, I'm going to find somebody that will.
Yeah, hey, man, you better throw a pillow at them little dudes, man. They part of the podcast.
Upstairs. You can hear, are they loud?
Yeah.
Amor, go upstairs in my room on the bed. Go up there.
Like, you could throw a head to them, they could talk. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, put on the power real quick, man. Go ahead. Hey, look, we share the same birthday, man. Go ahead, let's get some shine real quick, man.
Amor, come here real quick. Yeah, well, you brought it on yourself. I hear you. And I gotta talk to you. Fix your shirt. Fix your shirt. Come here. Come here, legend. Look, he quick to come over here. He was waiting for that.
The YouTube audience to see. Hey, what's up, man? Little light-skinned dude.
He can't hear you because I got my headset on.
Oh shit, I'm retarded.
Come peek over my shoulder, too. Come here. You did it to yourself. Come here. She's shy. Now she want to be shy.
The audience, the listening audience can't see, but Gordon has his godson and his daughter trying to show them on the video because they're making mad noise in the background.
Yeah. It's this little guy right here playing with every toy he can find, and he pisses me off because he'll go in the toy room, get a toy, leave it on the living room floor, and then go back and get another one.
Yeah.
And he's grabbing all the noisy toys.
That's what my daughter be doing too, man. Just making noise for nothing. Why? Like, the thing that I hate, bro, is that I'll buy my daughter.
Go ahead, Amor, you go back.
And she don't really be playing with them at first, but then she'll play with the boxes, dog. She'll play with the fucking boxes, guys.
You go spend. I spent $200 when Amor was a baby. I spent $200 on this toy for her to play with the fucking box.
Yeah.
Nah.
And the toy just sit there.
On my son's, I want to say his first Christmas, bought him all this shit. Fucking tractors, fucking cars and shit build and all that shit. Everything he opened, he threw the toy to the side, played with the box for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Like my daughter, man, I bought her some shit.
Out of here.
And then I had some alcohol delivered and they brought it in a box. and I put the box just like on the floor somewhere out the way. My daughter saw that shit and went crazy. You know what I'm saying?
All right, go play. Leave me alone.
She grabbed that motherfucker, was playing for like 3 hours.
play with
I'm
him
like, yo, what the fuck, man? Like,
Play with them all.
Yeah, when they little like that, the smallest shit keep them entertained. They don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about the damn toy and shit.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
he
I
needs
don't
diaper
really,
change. He
yeah,
stink.
I don't really be buying her toys like that, man, because she don't really play with them. Like she play with like her little plush dolls and shit. Like she like them because she just be like carrying them around with her and shit like that. But she just play with boxes and like random shit she ain't supposed to play with, just climb on shit, the stuff like shit. Books, loves the books. She loves pictures, love the books. So I guess that's why she like the boxes because they got pictures on them. But I don't know, man. Crazy shit. Question for you dogs. Who are your best TV dads, man?
I fuck with Carl Winslow.
Carl Winslow, that's my nigga, dog. Carl
Winslow.
Oh, Family Matters.
Even Uncle Phil.
Uncle Phil, that's that dude.
Yeah, those are two good ones.
Those are two that come out off top.
I'm missing another one.
Yeah, I know I'm missing somebody else. You know what's crazy? Even the dad of Full House. What was his name?
Danny Tanner.
Yeah. I fucked with Danny Tanner because
All three of them was cool, yo. Everybody want to cool Uncle Joey.
Uncle Jesse was cool. He was the one that was getting mad.
I mean,
chicks.
who was the one with the leather jacket?
Uncle Jesse.
That was Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse was cool, man.
Yeah,
John Stamos.
He ended up having kids later on during the seasons.
Yeah.
See, I don't remember those.
Yeah, because he got with Danny Tanner's
twins,
co-host
right?
on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, he had twins, right?
Yeah.
But the other one, the Joey didn't have no kids.
Another cool.
He got married though. He got married on the show.
Another cool dad was Home Improvement dad.
Tim Taylor.
Tim the
Tim
Taylor.
the Two-Man Taylor.
Yeah. But like,
what about my man Rock, dog? My man Rock.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
from
the
what was the name of that
dude.
show?
Rock.
He was the first person that. Yeah, Rock was good. He was the first person that made me think garbage men make good money, which they do actually.
He was getting it, man.
Go
ahead.
The thing with, especially with I like more with Uncle Phil, Carl Winslow, and Rock was they didn't hide from like the racist shit on their shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They like, cause that's like, you know, as a black parent, you got to deal with being a parent to your child for one, and the racist shit.
Yeah, but in hindsight, you say that now. We wasn't thinking about that shit when we was kids.
Yeah, back then no, but as we got older, like prime example, the episode with in Family Matters when Eddie got pulled over because he
pulled
was
over
white,
by the police. Yeah, I remember that
because he was black, whatever. And then the one on Will Smith when they was driving to do Benz to do house, and the cop pulled him over and arrested him in Carlton. And Uncle Phil came in there and got him out. And was like, nah, the reason why you didn't call their parents, the reason why you didn't, I know you didn't call their parents because we're their parents. The reason why you didn't do this is because we this. You didn't call their lawyer because I'm their lawyer. You did all this shit because there was two black men in the Benz and you was being fucking racist. But like, so those episodes, like I said, back then didn't hit as hard as they do now because, you know, I got a son. You know, at some point, you know, he's gonna be driving, you know, all that shit, and that might happen to him.
So here's my question. John Witherspoon, where do you rate him in TV fathers?
Pop, you talking about Pop, right?
Pops, man. Or just TV fathers and movie fathers? Because he's very high on my list.
You know why he's high on my list? Because I like the shit he did in his movies, especially the Wayans brothers, because he always made sure you kept it with family.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, we a family. Like, so like he got his, like he got some dumb shit with him too.
But it wasn't. But he wasn't preaching the negative shit. Like, you know, all his movies.
He was just funny.
It was the comedy. The comedy was very high behind all his fatherhood figure movies and shows, but it was always still positive.
Because we look at
Friday.
Look at Friday.
Friday. He was trying to get Craig to get a job, not be out in the street. He said, "You need a job."
Yeah, even when he came in with the gun, he like, nah, put the gun down, use your hands, nigga. Like,
yeah, it was always positive.
And then they started Brothers Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at, because you gotta go back, look at him in Boomerang. When he was like, you gotta coordinate. I got the mushroom shirt, then I got the mushroom belt, and then he had the inside of the jacket mushroom. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Pops was always a good one. I forgot about Pops.
He got some shit with him.
Because he did it like because Uncle Phil was only on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucking Carl Winslow was only on TV. You know what I'm saying?
But no, Rock played in Medicine Society.
Yeah, he was a good dad.
And he was a good dad in that too.
Well, he was like Malik's dad or some shit like that. The Muslim dude.
Sharif,
yeah, Sharif, yeah.
Go ahead.
And so, but I'm like, you got John Witherspoon, TV dad, movie dad, in multiple movies, TV shows. You know, like it's like, yo, this nigga was David Allen Greer's dad in Boomerang. You know what I'm saying? And then
he was
Wayne's brother's dad, and then Ice Cube's dad, everybody, and then on cartoons, on fucking Boondocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was the granddad.
He was granddad.
Yeah, so it was like, so was John Witherspoon the ultimate TV dad? He might be. I think he might be the ultimate.
He definitely might be
the ultimate TV / movie dad.
He's the only one to do it on multiple stages.
Because the only other person, the closest,
excuse me,
might be Bill Cosby, but I don't that motherfucker don't. Nah, he
cancel his own self out.
Yeah.
Because
Eddie Murphy has done. It might be Eddie Murphy, dog.
What? Dr. Doolittle, Daddy Daycare.
No, Daddy Daycare was what's the name? Was that him?
That was Eddie Murphy.
Was Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
What was the one I'm thinking of? What's the dude? Oh boy, name? Cuba Gooding Jr. He did one.
Yeah. That was My Baby Daddy.
No, they did another. It was similar to Daddy.
Oh, that
Daycare,
was that. That was like yeah. No, because My Baby Daddy.
When
they
were trying to.
Yeah,
that was later down the line when they was trying to expand the movie. That shit was trash.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because Eddie Murphy he did the PJs. He did that.
He was a dad in the PJs. Yep. Yeah, I forgot about that cartoon.
He did like Dr. Doolittle and Daddy Daycare, and I feel like he did
what else did he do?
And then
he didn't have a TV like an actual sitcom show.
Nah, he's one of the comedians that didn't do a sitcom.
Yeah, but I mean he probably could have. But he could have. The closest would have been Eddie. You know what I'm saying? The closest next would have been Eddie, bro. But it's like because John Witherspoon was on Martin.
What
did he play on Martin?
Wasn't he? No, he wasn't Tisha Campbell's dad.
No, he was like Martin's uncle or some shit.
I don't remember.
It was him, and I forgot the other black dude who came through that was dressed like Eddie Murphy, and Pops. He was like an old military dude, and he had like an eye, like a glass eye, or something. I know what you're talking about. And he got a fight with Gina's father.
I know. I remember that.
I remember that episode.
You know what's crazy? It was an episode of
Thanksgiving.
Episode of Fresh Prince where he was the dad of some girl that Will was dating.
Yeah.
He was a pilot or some shit. They end up crashing somewhere and all that shit. So yeah, he might be the number one TV dad, yo.
I think we got to give John Witherspoon his flowers, man. Rest in peace, man. He died 2 years ago today. Or 2 years ago yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
You don't got an applause button on your sound effects?
I do, man. I do. Hold on. Actually, I don't know if I do. That's the wrong shit, but
that'll work.
Fucking get some horns for my nigga John Witherspoon, man. Ignore that last sound.
AKA Pops.
Yeah, Pops. Rest in peace,
bang,
man.
Bang, bang, bang.
To the pop. Pop.
He was like, I ain't whipped by the pussy. I whipped the pussy.
Pops is that
the Bang
dude,
Bang
man.
Bang song was funny too.
Yep. So here's a question, dog. So what did your parents teach you about dating?
Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, because I mean we had a mom. We learned that shit on the fly.
You know what I learned? My mom used to always say, "Wrap that pickle up."
I missed that part of the conversation.
Yeah.
She just said it all the time. Wrap that pickle up.
Nah, she used to say that. I don't care what y'all out here doing. Just don't bring no kids in here.
Yeah.
So what did the men around you were your male role models? What did they teach you about dating?
To be pimps.
Yeah.
To be pimps and
I didn't have a clear and that's the thing is with the whole marriage relationship, even being a dad, I didn't like. I don't know. I can't speak for my brother, but for me, I didn't have a blueprint of how to do all this stuff. You learn as you go. the men that was, you know, were in our life, you know, they were good dads, but they weren't
good
they weren't,
spouses.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's like, yeah, I got the family, but I'm out here dealing with, you know, these other chicks or whatever. And it's like, you know, I just learned on a whim. Like, okay, you go through shit. Okay, this ain't work. Let me try this, or this didn't work. Or this worked, so I'll keep doing this. But you know, I didn't come out of it with nothing negative. I just knew everything that I didn't want to do.
He's speaking for himself. To piggyback what Jamal said, because we pretty much had the same freaking male role models, and I'm gonna name them. I had two uncles, and the one other male model that people may not realize is how we see, and you know how we see.
Yeah.
Regardless of what him and my mom went through, he was a great father figure to me, because from what I saw, because you gotta realize how we came into our lives with what, 95, 94, 95. We was in middle school.
Yeah, we was in 7th grade.
So yeah, about 94, 95, how we came around. He didn't depart till our damn near senior year in high school, when him and my mom finally, I think, call it quits.
Completely, yeah.
And he still, even then, came to our graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still talk to Howie to this day on Facebook, but me and him still talk to this day. He was great from, like I said, he was the closest thing I would call dad that wasn't, you know, actual family. And my two uncles, because my two uncles were great fathers, like Jamal said, but they had multiple women. So only thing I learned from them was be there for your kids.
Yeah.
But for Howie, I still to this day don't know what happened with him and my mom. It's just, you know, I was raised staying in a child's place, so I never, you know, cared. I never, you know, I never actually even asked mom why did they break up? Because to me, I think on the outside looking in, out of all the men that I've known her to have long-term relationships with, he was the best one.
Would you ask now?
I probably would. I just never even thought about it till just now. But yeah, I mean, what I learned was just be there for your kids, no matter what you're going through with your significant other. And that was it, pretty much. But so that was my mentality with my first 3 children's moms. Be a dog, but hold it down for the kids.
Yeah. well, see, that's
and in hindsight, that's wrong.
Yeah, see, that's why I waited kind of late to have kids, because I didn't want that. So what I took from all those the male figures around me was like, okay, if I know what I don't want to do. Like, prime example, I didn't want to be like our dad. Not there. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be how my uncles were, where I have a family, but I got multiple women. I didn't want that also. So I would say the one thing that I did learn was when it comes to having a family, pick a good partner. Like, because it's not no one and done. It's a long haul thing with that. Like that person's gonna be in your life for a long time. So make sure, you know, that's where you want to be at. That's what you want to deal with.
Because I can definitely, you know, because I had, you know, both. I grew up, you know, 2-parent household, but like my biological father wasn't in the picture and like that. But my parents never sat me down and talked to me about relationships at all. No. Like I never got a birds and the bees talk, because they were busy working and surviving and shit, right? So it's like I never had that talk, and I learned from, you know, my uncles or the streets and shit like that, or TV or Playboy magazines
or hip hop.
Yeah, basically, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. That shit changed my life.
I had an argument with somebody one day. I said I had an argument about another adult around my age a couple of weeks ago about. I always tell them hip hop was great, but at the end of the day, it was a negative influence on my life more than anything.
Yep.
Because it's everything I learned from hip hop that I took to my personal life was negative.
Yeah. Because they influence you to be materialistic, you know, to treat women like they ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? To, you know, look at everybody as a fucking op or a competitor or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Or as an enemy. But So the next question is, what are you teaching your kids about dating and relationships?
Be
Well,
honest.
my kids ain't old enough to start dating yet, so what I try to do with them is show by example. Um, my son, he's getting to the age to where for the longest time they thought I didn't have any money. They thought my wife had made all the money in the house because she pays all the bills.
Yeah.
Like, I get my check, my account, switch it over to her, and since they're with her most of the time, they see her paying the bills. So they thought that I asked her for money. But I sat him down and explained to him, like, no, I'm the man of the house. This is my job. I go out and work to to do this because I have to take care of y'all. Y'all like all this stuff, so this is why I'm not home as much as mommy is.
Yeah.
Because it's my job to hold the house down, financially anyway. It's her job to hold the house down internally. Like, she deals with y'all, taking y'all to school, taking y'all to doctor's appointments, because I'm the breadwinner. I have to go out and get it. So that way she can do all the stuff with y'all. Now it's going to be times where I'm gonna miss certain things because I'm at work, but I'm not missing them because I don't want to be there. I'm missing them because I'm trying to put us into a better position. So I noticed, kids is like sponges. They just soak up everything. So I try not to, when me and my wife have a disagreement, try not to argue in front of them, stuff like that, because I want them to see how a man should treat a woman. And like, I want my daughter to see how a woman should treat a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's as of right now, that's how I, show them or have to talk to them about it, because like I said, they're not at the age where they're gonna be dating no time soon. So I got some, when they get to that point, then I sit them down and talk to them about it or whatever. But as of right now, I'm letting them enjoy being a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when we get to that stage, then we'll have that talk.
Yeah, because you got a son that's in college, and
a daughter that's in high school, and
that's out there
in high
getting them
school.
hoes. Let's be real about it. He's out there getting them hoes.
I don't know.
But
when I talk, because I'll call him, and that's one of the questions I always ask him. Got a girlfriend? No, I'm just focused on school. Whether he's telling me the truth or not, I believe him, because Nashim, when he lies about the dumb stuff. You don't lie about serious
No, I wasn't
stuff.
jerking off.
Exactly. But I don't see that with him. I don't see him, no signs of him dating yet.
Yeah.
Whereas the high schooler, she had a boyfriend, don't have a boyfriend, had a boyfriend, don't have a that high school, and she's 16, so, and that's and she's a female, so I have no connection on that. My whole thing is, don't settle for nobody that's going to talk down on you, treat you like you're not worthy of all that. But her mom covers that side of the thing.
So why do you let the mom cover the side as opposed
because
to
it's more relatable coming from her mother than it would be.
But you're a
from me.
man, and you know how a man thinks.
You're right.
So is it just is it just you'd be uncomfortable having that conversation? Because like what Jamal said,
some of it yes,
some of it yes. It's like, because one of the things that we do is like we're like, okay, we're going to show this example of how a man treated a woman, blah 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 blah. That's like what my parents did, and yeah, that's cool. But that doesn't tell me why I need to do that. Like I don't know why the fuck I need to treat her with respect. I just know that you respect my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know why I need to treat these other bitches with respect. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't got shit to do with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like so we, a lot of times, and especially with dads, like we'll be like, okay, we'll let the mom have that conversation, with the girls, but then we never had a conversation with the boys like that. And then with the girls, they only get that one side. And a lot of times it's like, okay, well, we don't know what the mom is telling our daughters. And it's like, okay, if they're telling,
but see, I do, because we have to talk afterwards.
So here's the question, right? Is she telling the daughter what the value of a man actually is, or just don't settle for no man, or go make sure you get a man with a good job, or make sure that you don't need a man. At the end of the day, we need women the same way women need men. And that's where we fucked up for a long time.
Society ain't teaching our kids that though.
That's the thing. So that's where we grew up fucked up, because we were taught as men, we were taught that women had no value, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. So we getting raised by hip hop culture that women don't have any value. And then women are getting raised by unwed mothers saying that men ain't shit, or you need to go to school and get your career so you don't need a man. So they don't know the value of a man, right? And we seen that led to us just being fucked up until we found ourselves, right? And so now we're in a position where we know the right answer. And it's like, okay, we have to show them and tell them. It's like, okay, if your parents say, do as I say, not as I do, we know that never works, right? Because it's like, okay, if my parents tell me not to smoke, but they smoke, I'm gonna still do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna learn for myself. But it's like, okay, because I'm, I got a daughter now, right? And it's like, I'm already thinking about that, like, yo, I can't let my daughter's mom tell my daughter about men. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm a man. I know men. Women don't fucking know men. Women don't know men. You know what I'm saying?
No, you are.
Women don't know men.
And that's the thing. One of my fears is, as you just said, we know men. So I got a fear my daughter's gonna bring some guy home that I could see from the rip is a straight asshole that he ain't about shit, ain't got nothing going on for him. But this gonna be the nigga she love. So I'm gonna have to explain to her why she shouldn't deal with this dude. But at the same time, you learn more from experience.
And that's what I was about to say.
Everything don't need to be experienced though.
But you can't stop that.
But I can't stop that.
As much as you feel you're in control, you're not.
No, it's not. I'm not talking about being in control. It's like if all three of us are chilling, right? You put your hand in the doorknob and your hand get burned. Do the other two niggas need to go touch that doorknob to realize
no
you're gonna get burned?
Yeah.
Okay. So if all of us know that every nigga in high school ain't shit, regardless of what the motherfuckers say, I think that's something we can all agree on. That nobody in high school.
I can't agree on that.
Come on now. So our niggas in high school, do you know what love is?
No.
Okay, so when a nigga in high school tells a high school girl that he loves her, is it a true statement?
No. So
how many niggas in high school tell girls that they love them?
But that don't mean they bad dude. They just don't know.
It ain't about bad dude. So they don't. So they're saying something that they don't understand. So they're essentially lying. So they're lying because we know what all high school niggas want. They don't want to marry girls. They want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna say what they want to say so they can fuck and keep fucking. We were there, dog. We know the game.
No.
Right?
Yeah,
and so
but the thing about it is,
why not just be honest with our daughters and say, hey, this is what these motherfuckers want. Is they want what's between your legs, and they will say whatever they can to get it. Because it's about the nigga that sacrifices that is worth it. Like Jamal, to get your lady, you had to sacrifice. Gordon, to get your lady, you had to sacrifice. What woman you ever stayed with that you had to sacrifice shit for?
Yeah, you got a point there. But the thing is, though, as much as I sit there and can tell that to my daughter, she's not going to understand it until she experiences it. Like how many times have somebody told you something like that about something over and over and over that you listened to when in one ear and out the other? Then when you went through it, you was like, oh shit, okay, I see what they was talking about.
Well, that's when the other part comes in. It's right, show and tell, right? Because you're telling her this. Your wife's on the same page. She's telling her this. And then you can show them, because all you got to do is plot the statistics and say, hey, listen, let's go down to fucking Planned Parenthood and look at all these goddamn girls going in and getting abortions. You know what I'm saying? When you hit them with the harsh reality, or, hey, look at your friends in the graduating class, how many of them is fucking teen moms? You know what I'm saying? Or hey, like when you, it's not like, because we always, tell our daughters like, yo, some man is going to come find you. Prince Charming is going to come find you and shit like that. Or a good man will find you. And we all know that is incorrect. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, all right, well, why not? Because like with boys, with our sons, we tell these niggas off rip. When you're 18, get the fuck out the house. You know what I'm saying? You be making your own fucking money, because when you get a woman, you got to be able to support this woman. You know what I'm saying? But we don't tell our girls, this is how you got to support a man, you know? And then when you're picking a man, it ain't about what he can do for you financially or is this nigga popular. It's about what he can do for you spiritually, emotionally, you know, that kind of shit. And those are the conversations that we don't have. And that's why I'm like, okay, well, if you got a daughter in high school, do you meet the boyfriends?
Yeah,
How,
parents too.
how far, like, when do you meet them? Like when they first start dating or after they already established?
It was a few months, but it's crazy because after we met the dude and his mom, 2 weeks later they broke up.
Because I'll be like, yo, before this nigga is a boyfriend, I need to talk to him and his mom or him and his parents. Because the relationship that he has with his parents is important as well. Because let's say, you know, nigga ain't got no dad in his life. Is that going to raise a flag for you?
Yeah and no,
Why no?
because look at Bone. Bone don't have a dad in his life. I would say he came out pretty good.
When did Bone come out good? And not saying he came out good. Talk about high school niggas. High school Bone was high school Bone a nigga that you want dating your daughter?
Bone was a good kid in high school.
Yeah,
What did Bone do? He never got suspended. He wasn't going to detention. He got
didn't-
good grades. He
he didn't- he didn't-
graduated.
Bone with the school.
He just got picked on because of his circumstances. But from the outside, from what he was giving out to the school, Bone was fine. He wasn't in school fighting, none of that shit.
Relationship wise, was high school Bone.
He didn't have a girlfriend in high school.
So when Bone got a girlfriend in high school,
He was already out of high school. Bone didn't get a girl till after high school.
okay, so after high school Bone. So if you're going to meet high school Bone, right? And you can't really use Bone as an example because Bone grew up in the church.
Why can't you?
Right? Because
See, that's the thing.
no.
You can't single him.
Okay.
Don't move the goalpost.
I'm not gonna move the
Because
goalpost.
it's a lot of bones in the
I'm
world.
not gonna move the goalpost because I don't want to like, you know, clown my nigga Bone. But Bone didn't have girls in high school for what reason?
Because we clowned him and
It wasn't us, nigga. It wasn't us.
no, we was part of the joking too.
No. I'm talking about girls, right? Girls wasn't checking for a nigga like Bone in high school
Because of what society was teaching us.
because of the qualities that Bone had. He was like a nigga that wasn't getting in trouble. He was blasé, like he was like a regular square nigga, right? So it's like, all right, cool. But that's not who our daughters are going for in high
today,
school.
No. Being that cornball is the thing today.
Yeah, he got a point there.
Okay, I mean, maybe it is. But my question, so was a nigga that your daughter was dating, was he a cornball?
In my eyes, yes. But I'm different.
Yeah, and so, but that's the thing, right? And so I think, you know, if we take a general look, you know what I'm saying, and we scale back from, okay, anecdotal situations, because it's like, because Bone is always my example of like a nigga who I'm like, yo, my daughter should date a nigga like Bone, but we ain't have a lot of Bones when we was coming up. Bone was it,
that's
nigga.
true.
Bone
That's
was
true.
one nigga.
It wasn't a lot, but at
You know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
time, it's like
So now we got to scale back to us, and it's like, okay, our daughters are going to gravitate towards niggas like us because our daughters love us. So if we look at us in high school, do we want our daughters bringing us home?
No.
And so that's the thing. We have to teach our daughters to not look at niggas like us because we ain't shit. In high school, now we're
No,
fully
we
functional
weren't
adults.
shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's the thing is like, but to society standards back then, we were all good kids. We were all good dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's like, yo, relationship wise, high school wise, would why are you coming on Joe fucking shit? This nigga Noof. This nigga Noof.
My nigga.
This nigga fucking Noof.
Oh, he left.
Yeah, but yeah, it's like we were fucking clowns back then, bro.
Who the
So
fuck
it's
is
like,
Joe?
I don't fucking know.
No, probably made some stupid name. You know how he do.
Yeah, you're right, bro. And so it's like, yo, it's like I wouldn't want my daughter dating me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want my daughter bringing me a high school me. Fuck no. But they're gonna gravitate towards niggas like us. So we have to tell them to not date niggas like us and to date and to be able to find.
But you can't say that because you can't say niggas like us because you can't say niggas like us because you ain't that nigga no more. You that man now. And
okay, niggas like we.
So
were.
she don't know what you was in high school. She doesn't know that. So you can't say she's gonna gravitate to somebody like you.
Gordon.
What?
We are still who we are.
No, I'm not.
No. Bro, I'm not talking about like the wild shit. Just the core things in your personality, right? The good qualities are what.
That's what I am.
Yes, but you know how to express those and hide the bad qualities. However, those bad qualities are still within us. And so we have to arm our daughters to be able to identify those good qualities, but also identify those bad qualities as well, because niggas know how to hide shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Because we funny niggas, right? We nice. We treat women with respect for the most part, right? All that good shit. But we go. But it's like we did that back in high school until we got the pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that comes with the, as I said, to me, I don't think it's like it's literally out of your control.
What is this nigga doing, bro?
You can tell her over and over, look for this, look for this, look for that. They're gonna find that one motherfucker that's just not nothing like what you tell them to look for.
Yeah.
Just because they want to experience some bullshit. But then when they go through it, they gonna be like, oh, I see why my dad was saying, blah 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 blah. So your daughter at one point is gonna go through some heartbreak.
That's why I respect. That's why I asked Gordon, like, yo, did you meet the dude? And he was like, yeah, I met him and his parents, because that's important. That's important. That's very important. That's something that we don't. I mean, obviously this nigga does it, but our parents didn't really do like that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was like, yo, don't tell me how to raise my kid. Everybody was like hands off when it came to the community, things like that. And it's like, yo, what Gordon is doing is like, that was the next question. Nigga already answered it. She's like, yo, I met the parents too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, that's that involved parenting. That's like fucking being accountable for yourself as a parent, because if something were to happen with your daughter getting hurt in a certain type of way, you would feel,
I know where to go.
Yeah, you know where to go, but then at the same time, it's like, I didn't prepare you for this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was slacking off, and so I applaud that shit. A lot of niggas ain't about that. You know what I'm saying? Would you recommend a boy for your daughter to date? Like, no. if you like one of your homeboys, right? You got a son that's a nigga that you think is a good dude. Would you be like, yo, you know what?
Because as a child, they always going to do the opposite of what we tried to tell them to do.
Pretty much.
So I would never be like, here, you got to date him. Nah, that's.
I ain't saying you got to. Just the same way. Okay, Jamal, you got introduced to your girl through somebody else.
You know
just
why?
Like that.
I mean, that's different, but that's still, you can't even use that analogy, because it wasn't your parents that introduced him to your girl. You feel what I'm saying?
But back in the day, before our generation, that's how it used to be.
Well, dude, times have changed and people evolve.
Times don't always change for the good, though.
But see, that's why I keep going.
But okay, you say times don't always change for the good, but our generation of parents, when we were kids, were predominantly broken households.
Correct.
So as we're adults now and our kids are looking at us, from what I'm seeing, most households are together.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one thing I applaud about our generation, is that we pretty much married. Like, nobody in our family, Jamal, before us, who was married?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it was probably the older generation.
Yeah, our grandparents were married.
Yeah. Go back was Nana.
Yeah, and that's great grandparent.
Yeah,
because our mom's mom, she wasn't married.
Nah.
And so that's what I'm saying, right? We gotta go back to the shit that they did that worked, like with you being involved in who your daughter's dating. That was from the previous generations. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit
that
worked.
was just something I wanted to know, because having daughters put you on edge way more than sons.
Hell yeah.
So when your daughter tells you, I got a boyfriend, okay, we need to meet him, because I've these kids, one thing I know about these, I ain't gonna say I know, but what I'm seeing with these kids, they have no problem putting their hands on women.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So that was my first. Listen, I gotta go see this dude because
that ain't flying over here.
because if he ever lay hands on you, some bad gonna have to happen to either his father or him. So we need to see that off rip. So that's one of my biggest fears is her coming home saying such and such hit me.
Yeah. And that's good though, man. That's good. I just put this nigga enough in the waiting room. I gotta send him a text. But because a lot of times, man, it's like, hey, like, because it's like, and it's so why would having a daughter put you on edge more than a son?
Because I feel sons can protect themselves. We're not as vulnerable as females are.
Mm-hmm.
We have a guard on us. I can say that's what I feel. We have our guard up more than females do. They tend to let their guard down, especially when they feel that somebody cares for them.
Mm-hmm.
And we, like you said earlier, we know men know how to hide shit. So we can act like we care for you and make you get your guard down. And as soon as that guard get down, bam, we blindside you with some wild shit, whether it be physical abuse, verbal abuse, or just have sex and leave you. So that's the reason why I stay on edge with my daughters more than Nasheem. Because he's my oldest son, where he's out in the world experiencing shit. Plus Nasheem's always on guard, and Jamal, you know that.
Yeah.
He ain't no dummy, but females, from my experience with females, when they get their guard down, anything flies with them. And it's always like Jamal said, and this is the after fact, after the experience, I see why such and such said not to put myself in this situation. But when your feelings get involved, that should go out the door, no matter who said what to you.
Oh no, I agree with you, brother. You know what I'm saying? So anybody get an argument from me? I mean, that's hey man, because we know what to say. We know how to butter them up. You know what I'm saying? We know how to sweet talk them and whatever it is, but because I like to ask that question, man. 'Cause a lot of times, like when I talk to my lady friends, and we talk about dating or if they have kids, I ask them the same question, that I asked you guys, like what did you get taught by your parents or your mom about dating, and then what are you telling your kid? Like what are you teaching your kids about that? And a lot of times it's like I haven't had that conversation yet, or I've talked to my daughter, but I haven't talked to my son. Or it's like, well, who's giving the male perspective to the other child? Like if the husband or the dad ain't talking to the other person, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like we're like overly cautious with the girls, but we just send the boys out there like, yo, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like
which is not good.
Yeah, not at all.
It's not good.
Yeah, we're just like, yo, fuck it, bro. You got it. You figure it out.
That's how you have a lot of men, well, a lot of boys, a lot of men running around now that's still boys, because they don't have that. They never had that talk, or they don't understand, the shit that come with what they doing.
And Jamal, you just said it, because I said that when I first did your pod, Meech, that I thought I was a man when I was out here doing what I was doing, and I wasn't. I was still a boy.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's the thing when you and that's why I was saying, like I said earlier, with the experience, when you start experiencing shit, that pretty much puts you in a different position. It humbles you.
Yeah.
Like you sit there and be like, oh shit, like nah, like I gotta get my shit right or something. But like you start to look at shit differently. Because like I know when I had my son, that shit I was like, damn, I got a whole other person to take care of. So I gotta do something.
You gotta go out and get it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got an option. And it's like women have an option. They have help. They have assistance. You don't.
Word.
Yeah.
You gotta get it, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But here's a question, right? When you went through your first heartbreak, did you have a man that you can go talk to about that?
Nope.
No.
And like Hoot said earlier, I went through a depression phase.
Yeah, and a lot of times you don't even know that. You think you're the only nigga going through that shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy because in hindsight, I knew I was depressed. Back then, I just thought I was just heartbroken. And like, oh, my girl broke my heart, and I don't know what to do. But it was a phase that put me in a or a sad point in my life where I thought, why am I here? Like I remember I used to tell myself, I'd rather be locked up.
Yeah.
That's how bad I felt. I can go to, because it happened after I've been in jail before. So I was like, man, I just need to go. I need to be locked up because being out here, it's not happy for me. That's how I felt when that shit happened.
Yeah, mine wasn't that bad. I noticed when it happened, I put my, like, I was already had, like, was hard to get to.
Mm-hmm.
It just made it harder.
My guys just fell off the couch head first.
I was like, I got to the point to where, all right, it's gonna take you a long time to earn my trust.
Yeah.
And I've seen the outcomes of it from, like, dealing with other females, to how I dealt with other females after that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, I know firsthand on, the shit that occurred or that changed when, I went through it. And I got to the point to where my walls was up. Like, you had to come with the president, the fucking task force. Like, you had to come with some shit to knock these walls down.
You had to have a chick knock your walls down, nigga. You gay.
But then, when I actually I actually never really talked to anybody about it, but as time went on and I dealt with it, I still had my barriers up, but it was just it was a little bit more settling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's the shit. It's like those same like the shit we talking about now. Like, that's the conversation that the fathers gotta have with the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because the moms are gonna paint this rosy picture of, like, going on dates and a nigga buying you flowers, and nigga being nice, all this other shit, right? Or they'll tell them some of the real too, right? But it's like there's a whole nother emotional side that they have to be prepped for. Because it's like, yo, you don't know what this man has been through, what level of experience is, or what kind of men he has in his life that are teaching him how to treat you. You know what I'm saying? And that's like why Gordon, smart dude, you getting involved with the parents, figuring out who the fuck is around this nigga. Because that eventually that's gonna be who's around your daughter as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, if my daughter was dating like a drug dealer, they not dating.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's not happening. I'll snitch on this nigga before I let him date my daughter. That's what the fuck gonna happen. I'ma tell.
Anonymous tip.
Hell, I'll be like, I did it, nigga. Come see me. I did that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I should have known what you was doing. And that mean I know you're gonna get caught, nigga, and get my daughter wrapped up in that shit, or have to take a charge for you, nigga. No. You know what I'm saying? So just shit like that, bro. But it's just like, and that's why I asked the question, and then went a little bit deeper, because it's like, yo, the shit that we deal with and we go through, and what shapes and molds us, it's like the women don't know that, and they wonder,
sure don't.
They wonder why we are the way we are, or why we don't communicate. And it's like, yo, this boy is not going to know how to communicate because he's never been taught how to. And you're going to want to be expressive and get information out of him, and you're not going to be able to do it because he doesn't know how, and you have to be patient, or just things like that, or you may ask him certain things and he may be kind of reluctant to tell you about, just things of that nature, and just all type of shit. Or even talking, because it's like, boys get fucking sexually molested and shit like that, right? Niggas never talk about that shit, right? And it's like, that's a conversation you got to have with your daughter as well, because if they know that, then it's like, yo, a lot of times that's why niggas be overly aggressive with sex. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know the actual meaning and the purpose behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because they have some other shit happen to them, and it's like, yo, these are like questions that, is kind of hard to talk about when you're a 17, 18-year-old, but yo, you gotta talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a nigga, if you 18 years old and you fuck 20 bitches, nigga, you probably got molested when you was younger. You know what I'm saying? And not like in a whole nigga was getting fucked in the ass, nothing like that. But it's like, yo, I know niggas personally that had babysitters that was in their 20s that was, touching niggas' dicks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Charlamagne said that a lot. He was molested. I mean, at first when he say it, he used to joke about it.
Yeah.
So he got on his mental health kick, and now he tells it,
But it's some real
seriously.
shit. But I know niggas personally that had babysitters that was like, doing the same shit Charlamagne talking about. I know niggas personally that did that shit, and I can see now as an adult how it
affected them,
their attitudes towards women. You know what I'm saying? And why they were like able to disassociate sex from emotions, or why like women were not like their sexual agency was not prioritized as a part of them as well. Because like we look at women when we were younger and we like, I'm just trying to fuck this bitch and bounce, but we don't understand the cost of that and what that takes away from a woman, how that affects them, and that negative, like how that shit hurts them, how it devalues them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we got to tell our boys that, yo, you can't just be out here fucking bitches, because you doing that shit, you ruining these hoes' lives. Like you sit there and have sex with a girl and dip out on her, you are fucking killing a part of her, dog. Like she is sharing her most sacred thing with you, and you just saying it's worthless. You know what I'm saying? And that's the other thing why dads got to have that talk with the girls, because it's like, yo, if you give this to a man, to a boy, he is not going to value you. A man is different. But if you get a pussy up easy to a boy, you just lost all your value. Because that's the only thing that he did value, because he doesn't know how to value your personality or your fucking fire and your passion and all the other good qualities you have. He don't know how to appreciate that shit. He can only appreciate sex. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, we got to tell them that, like, yo, listen, this is the play. This is the only thing he values, no matter what he says. You know what I mean? Because if he didn't value, if he valued the other shit, he would never ask about sex. You know what I'm saying? Like the women that you love, the women you love, you can go a month without fucking them and still love them.
It'd be a rough month, but yeah. it'd be a rough month, but yeah.
I'm just saying, bro. You get that? I just bought some lube, dog, in the mail, Amazon Prime, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you can go through that shit and you'll still love them. You'll still want to be around them. They could be on their fucking monthly cycle. You'll still want to be around them, still be cuddled up with them, rubbing their fucking feet and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, that's the conversation we got to have with the daughters. Like, yo, listen, these niggas are some smooth talkers and they'll say anything. But if they truly care about you, they'll never ask about sex. They'll never bring it up, because that's the most precious thing, your body. That's the most precious thing you can share with a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we want, because that's all we're taught. You know what I mean? But, I don't want to fucking beat that dead horse, something like that, man. But it's just like the girls, the women that I talk to, man, they don't have them conversations. The niggas I talk to, because we come from that kind of background, we're more, we're more involved with that kind of shit. But a lot of them are still telling them, still telling their daughters, like, a good man will come find you. Or, make it like, go get your education, do all this shit so you don't need a man. And then when they get to our age, or like 30s, they don't know how to get a man, because they don't know the value of a man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they don't know how to talk to a man. They're disrespectful or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. But here's a question, man. Switching subjects. Have you gone and bent over and spread your cheeks and had a man explore your inner your
no,
inner
but
area?
I'm about to start looking into that, to be honest.
Nope.
And but so for the audience,
the last time I went to and had a physical, the doctor, he looked at my chart. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're not of age yet, but you got to get that done in the next couple of years." So I know it's gonna be a time coming up, but I'm not looking forward to it.
You gotta bend over and spread them fucking cheeks and let this nigga finger bang you like the fucking boy band from South Park.
Relax, I'm a doctor in real life.
Cause Joe, that was one thing I had to do this weekend, man. When I went to get my little fucking checkup and shit like that, I got my flu shot, I got some other shit, and then because they was just like, "Do you want to go ahead and get the prostate exam?" I was like, "No, but I'm already here."
Yeah,
I already walked all this way.
Trust me, it's been on my mind heavy the last couple of months, because I know I'm 40, and the last time I went and got a physical for my job, they said it too. About 45, you need to make sure you get it done.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna wait to 45. I'm probably gonna start within the next year.
Yeah, because you got niggas 40 years old dying from prostate cancer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's one of the
scary.
reasons why like I said, when I went to got my physical, he was like, he looked at my shit. He was like, yeah, a lot of men, especially in the Black community,
they stray away from it.
Yeah,
because we homophobic.
And that's how they, and they they die from because
we don't have insurance.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, that too. But he was like, you might want to look into it. He's like, you don't got to get it done now, but between, like George said, between 40 to 45, you gonna want to get a test.
Yeah.
So now that I got, 2 kids that I gotta, that I'm living for with my wife, you know what I'm saying? It's something I'm definitely gonna have to look into.
Yeah, because that shit, bro, it's like, because I same reason I think about it, but it's like I look at like all these celebrities that have access to healthcare and they get physicals every year and they still don't catch it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I ain't got Chadwick Boseman money, but he didn't die from prostate cancer. Yeah, I think he had pancreatic cancer, but it's like, it's all the same area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, go and get checked for one, you can get checked for all of them, bro. And it's
when I go, I'm gonna bring R&B slow jams and candles.
Nigga about to be playing R. Kelly in the doctor's office. Talk about, hey, your body calling.
He gonna play feeling on your booty.
This nigga about to have a doctor knock down his walls for real, make him vulnerable.
Like, at least take me out to dinner or some shit first, but yeah, it ain't something I'm looking forward to, but I know I'm gonna have to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like a hypochondriac, man. I'm scared of everything, bro. So I'm just like, yo, I got to get it done, and I got it done, and I'm like, it wasn't that bad, that shit. It was weird, you know what I'm saying? Because I had done before, but it was like in the Navy, and it was like they didn't put the whole finger in there, they
just the tip,
bro. They didn't even look. They didn't put a finger in there. Like all they did was they like bend over, spread your ass cheeks, and then. He was like, spread them some more. And then he just took the very, very tip and then just like pressed down a little bit. So he didn't even put like the fingernail ain't even go in the butthole, dog. It was just the tip, like right here. And he went just like that. That was it. And then,
not for nothing. I'm glad you said that because that was my biggest fear. Like,
well, no. When you get it done for real, when they actually care about you, they be in there.
Oh my gosh. See, that's
because they got to loop around. They have to,
and you can't even prep yourself for no shit like that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, no, you can be straight and do it. All you got to do.
Relax, I'm a doctor.
I want to hear this logic.
I'm being serious, bro. All you got to do is a couple hours before, take a nice warm bath, relax yourself, right? Just relax. You're not worried about like doo-doo being in your butt because they got a glove and they're not actually boning you, right? So you don't care about that. But make sure you clean pretty well, right?
Oh yeah, baby wipes and all that shit to death before I go up in there.
Well, you're gonna have to put the little fucking the loofah in your butt a little bit.
Oh.
I'm just saying, if you have like the hose on your shower.
I got a hairy butt, man.
That's fine. They'll lube it up. They'll use the lube is cold as fuck, bro. And so so she went about knuckle deep because she had to loop around.
Oh, you had a female one too.
Yeah, I don't go to no male doctor, dog. No. Because I don't want the nigga making jokes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, she gonna make jokes too, nigga. Shit.
I'm fine with that. I was never the doctor that she would make jokes. But I'm cool with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't want no nigga in there, no dude doctor. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, yo, spread let me see them yeeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
something
because
like
I did
that.
a physical back in March where they, lift your nutsack and cough.
Yeah, I don't want no dudes.
That shit I still can't stand that shit.
Yeah, I did that in March because as a trucker, you're supposed to have a new physical card every 2 years.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, we're more susceptible to prostate cancer for being black, eating red meat, things like that. And then you as a truck driver, because you sit down a lot, those are one of the risks as well for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they make us take physicals. It actually depends on your health. If you got health issues, it'd be like every 6 months they check you and make sure you're good. But every time I get my physical, the mandatory requirements of the physical, I pass. So they give you the longest is 2 years. So I get 2 years each physical card.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Every 2 years I got to go back and check.
Niggas be all up in your booty, man.
Yeah. No, they don't. That's the only thing they don't do is the prostate, but they check
Cannabis
everything
style.
else. They make sure
like,
you don't got a sleeping disorder.
Yo,
They check your urine for blood in your urine. They do the, lift your nutsack and cough.
this nigga Cannabis, this nigga Cannabis said, you may got fans and got a little more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat a nigga ass like me.
And back then we thought that bar was hot. Don't even front.
Yeah.
In hindsight, that is fucking.
That's
I'm not even gonna say it. Yeah.
No homo pause all over that.
Yeah.
Capital sus, bro.
Just like Biggie said. Biggie said one of the gayest lines too.
You
look so good. You're sucking your daddy dick.
Yeah, I just say.
I don't know about that. I'll
never met a girl that looked that fine.
Yeah, nope,
Ain't nobody that damn fine.
But yo, man, we've been on this motherfucker for like 4 hours, dog. Not really, but it was like 9:30, probably. But before we dip out of here,
way before I got here.
Yeah, before we dip out of here, man, y'all got anything you want to say to the people?
Yeah, you already know, man. New Jersey barbecue coming soon. You see it. Respect the name. Y'all ain't got this one.
Text.
I don't know, man. Treat everybody how you want to be treated.
That's what's up, man. This nigga with the fucking heartfelt fucking courteous shit. This nigga gay as hell, man.
See what we just talking about. This is why we can't talk about. We be positive and we get clown for it. Oh my God.
Fucking sensitive ass motherfucker, man. Get the fuck out of here.
He called me all kind of homophobic slurs. I said,
about to start dropping the F word. You want to be positive on here, nigga.
Yeah, man. I gotta go change a shitty diaper, man. That's what I'm about to go do.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, dog. But man, for the most part, man, hey, winter is coming. So find you a cuddle buddy and a heated blanket. That's what I'm gonna say about that, man. If you single, you better get somebody because it's gonna be a cold, lonely winter with COVID protocols in place. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere and do shit. Ain't gonna be no more Casamigos or trips to fucking Dubai. Get yourself somebody.
I'm trick or treating tonight.
Hell yeah, get yourself somebody, man. But other than that, man.
Jamal, y'all going out real quick? Y'all going out, Jamal?
Yeah, we go to the area out here.
Nigga, you could have. You said this shit at the beginning of the podcast, and you could have asked this after I stopped taping. Nigga, the shit don't cut off.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Fucking.
There you go being mean again. There you go being mean.
Hey. That's why niggas can't be vulnerable to each other, man. I'm sorry, Gordon, man. I shouldn't have lashed out of you, man. And I also shouldn't have called you gay for saying something courteous and heartfelt. I apologize for that sincerely. I love you guys. You're always there for me. But every time I have heartbreak, Gordon's the first person I fucking call and vent my frustrations to. I just called you this week. Or last week and said, hey, this fucking bitch gonna send me a goddamn text message. Can we talk about that? Fuck it. Can we talk about this shit?
Yeah, because I don't know this one.
Yo, we gonna talk, nigga. Yeah. We gonna talk about this shit, man. And I'm gonna read the text message. I want to read the text message, and I hope she does not listen to the podcast because I do not want this woman mad at me.
Just on that fact that she's gonna listen to it.
But I have to share it because it meant. Oh my God, she's gonna kill me. But it meant a lot to me. But I was also upset. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I did in the relationship and I felt it ended unfairly. And I was really fucking hurt. I was heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? And that shit literally, it made me want to leave Hawaii and never return. You know what I'm saying? And it was part of the reason why I got rid of everything I had when I was in Hawaii, because I'm like, everything is connected to this person and I don't want a reminder of any of this shit. That's how fucking hurt I was. But I'm a real nigga, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So this is a text, she sent me this week. What day was it? Monday, actually. And she said, I want to thank you for being, this was out of the blue, first off. Out of the blue. I hadn't talked to her. The last time we talked was May 18th. And, she just hit me up on some casual shit, just like blah, 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 blah. And then she hit me up Monday. So it's May, June, July, August, September, October, right? 5 months, 6 months, right?
October.
Yeah, and she hit me up and said, hey, out of the blue, I want to thank you for being an example of a man that is capable of showing up for a woman in a romantic relationship. I had never realized how disconnected I was to my feminine nature and expression to pour into a man until you showed me I can trust you to do so. It took for me to no longer fear being unsafe, insecure, and ultimately in survival mode. I was able to be myself in a nurturing, preserving, and inspiring way. So I thank you for ushering in that innate part of me I didn't know exist in a balanced way. There is a lot more I feel I owe you an explanation for, but maybe another time we can talk on the phone about it. And this was at 3 a.m. in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And of course, my ass was up because at 3:35, I sent the reply. I'm not gonna read you what I wrote because it's not that important and it's not long at all. But I just said thank you. That means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you want to talk, let me know. But yeah, she sent me that. And I hit Gordon up and I was mad. I think I sent these niggas in the group chat as well. But I'm like, yo.
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
Before we broke up, I had been telling you this. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, look, I'm doing, and a lot of you niggas out there to the podcast, you thought this shit was over. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. No, god damn it. Niggas triggered now. You know what I'm saying? But no, so I got this message and I was fucking upset, bro, all over again because I'm like, yo, before we broke up, this is what I was telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing everything I could, right? And I could not for the life of me figure out why she was trying to end this relationship. You know what I'm saying? I get the whole you're going to Africa for a couple months or whatever. I get that. That's still not enough reason to break up with me, right? And I'm like doing everything in my power. And I'm being the person that I want to be in the relationship. I know I can be because I'm like being that supportive, nurture. Everything she's saying is true, right? And I'm like, that's how I like to be in a relationship. And you're taking that away from me. And I couldn't figure out why this shit that was really small was like making her want to leave. But it wasn't any of that shit at all. It was this shit here. Plus, I guess whatever more is there as well, right? But I'm like, yo. And then I'm like, okay, damn near a year later, you tell me this. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it don't change.
But yeah, but you also got to realize, like you said, with men, women don't know how to be patient for what we going on through our personal life. So just the other way around. That's all.
I agree. I was very patient. You know what I'm saying? And I was very open.
But you said you're very patient, but then you mad at that she finally reached that level where she realized it, that you already realized it. It just took longer for her.
Yeah. And so I'm not like actually mad or upset. I'm just like, I told you so. It's like, why didn't you just listen to me? But she said it like she wasn't in a place to be able to do that. And and so now it makes sense, right? The way shit ended up. I'm like, okay, it makes sense. And I look at her in a different light. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt that what she did was very selfish. You know what I'm saying? And I was upset and I was hurt. And I said, fuck Hawaii, fuck all this shit. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, and it was easy to leave Hawaii at that point. But yeah, but then, you know, I got over it, right? Cause I'm like, you know, I'm a dad. Fuck it. I got shit to worry about. But I didn't hold it against other women or nothing like that. I'm like, that ain't got shit to do with it.
And that's the thing. A lot of females would have done that, hold it against other men for what some other man did.
Well, I knew I didn't do anything wrong. I was like,
no,
yo,
I'm just saying how you say you didn't hold it against her. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Females, they do that a lot to where they experience something in the past relationship and think all men are going to be like that.
Yeah, because for me, it's like if I had felt any type of way that I didn't show up in a relationship or I didn't like try to meet her needs like at every fucking moment, that was my whole shit was like, I mean, I remember telling you, Gordon, I was like, yo, this is the one. I was like, there is without a shadow of a doubt, I am going to marry this chick. You know what I'm saying?
You said that plenty of times.
Yep. I told my parents that. I had her on a group chat with my parents, talking to them and shit like that. And just all my friends back in Hawaii. I was I was like, yo, whatever I need to do to make this woman happy, I am willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I am.
That's 100%. Me now. That's crazy.
out the game. But it's a good feeling though, man, because it gives you purpose and direction. That's why I'm like,
one of the reasons I go so hard the way I do.
Yeah, that's why I tell people, I'm like, yo, being in a healthy relationship is so fucking easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's no confusion.
Than the past ones, I swear.
There's no confusion.
Yeah.
Like you know exactly what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's very simple.
But that's where the communication and all that stuff comes into play. Like you can't go into a relationship and just think it's gonna work. Nah, this shit is like a job concept.
It is full-time job, bro.
You got to put that work in, and when y'all on the same page, it makes the job a lot easier.
Hell yeah, because I'm gonna tell you right now, man, like that.
Come here.
It was fun. It was easy. You know, and then
back there.
And then like just out of the blue, it just became like very difficult. You know what I'm saying? And I just got real.
I'm working now.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys, man. Get your take on that, man. I'm gonna go cry later, but
I can't wait till you find a woman that's gonna hold you down the way you want to be held down, Mitch. You the last one.
I'm just like you, man. I want to be held, nigga.
Oh, listen.
You better come cuddle me, bitch. Cuddle me, bitch.
Stop it. I was telling Nook that the other day because I ain't go front. Me and my wife just had an argument about a week or two ago. It was my fault. It's always my fault, but this one was really my fault. But one of the reasons I be mad is because I tell her all the time, I'm needy. I'm the female of the relationship. I want to be held. I like.
Yo, she be punking you, dog.
No, I'm telling you, dog. She be in the bed like, get away from me. I hate that shit.
and it sucks for me now for most parts because my wife works overnight. So I'll be in the bed by myself.
Yeah.
So
hey man,
the days she got off, I'll be trying to, a little bit, but sometimes it's be too hot. Like, all right, fuck off.
Hey, I can plug you in, man, with the shit that I'm doing, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, stay at home 5 days a week, 2 days off, never have to leave. Nice ass hours, you know what I'm saying? I'm staying in this little position until a job paying $80K get me out the house. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm gonna chill. I don't need to go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that shit is real, dog. Just like my nigga Fat Joe said, man, shit is real. So I was about to say all you crab niggas know the deal, bro. But yeah, man, other than that, I'm gonna go cry later, eat some donuts and shit. That's how I fucking did with Heartbreak. I just binge eat, and then throw it up later. But yo, man, fuck being woke. Should never been sleep.